Happy New Year, knuckle-dragging, mouth-drooling detractors. Hope everybody enjoyed their holiday season. I certainly enjoyed my time away and out of the Snortex, but it's time to get back into it and see what Phil has been up to. A lot of the same, mostly. I was going to go in and talk about some things, the stuff with the PayPal and all that junk. I don't know. I didn't feel like really reaching back a week in time. Everybody's already covered it anyway. It's like not waste anyone's time, you know? So, Snort Hogan has blessed us again. They're back after like being gone like the whole month of December. So, they do have 2 clips. So let's take a look at 2 Snort Hogan clips from yesterday. Big ups, everybody. Good to be back. Glad to be here. Glad you're here. Let's get into it.
Any thoughts on us capturing the leader of Venezuela? Well, I don't like to brag, but I am going to take some credit here. All right, I think that I am majorly responsible for the capture of the president of Venezuela. Rumor has it he was actually just infatuated with my streams and content. Like, he just couldn't stop watching. First, he was watching a live stream, and he was like, this is so good. And then he started watching all my on-demand videos, and he said, oh my God, DSP Gaming's been around since 2010. There's over 15 years of content, and he just went on this crazy watching binge.
What the hell is this absolute fucking schizophrenic talking about? This is what happens when I don't fucking preview the videos.
And then they got him. They knew where he was. Normally, he wouldn't be pinned down that long. He'd be moving because he knows he's a target. But he just got...
Oh, he was sucked into watching so much DSP gaming. Oh, okay.
He couldn't stop himself, and he just kept watching, and then that's how they got him.
Fucking what? 220 alert. 220 alert. You're an absolute fucking schizophrenic, man.
That's right. Good stuff. Yes.
Jesus fucking Christ. I see we're starting back well.
All right. My hair's sticking up, but I really don't care at this point. I see it's sticking up. I just brushed it, and now it's sticking up again. Fuck it.
It sounds like you care.
Let it look stupid. I don't care. Since when do I have major hair loss? I really don't have major hair loss. What I have is a receding hair.
Sir. You don't have, sir. Wow. What? You don't have major hair loss? Okay.
Hairline right here. And I do have a spot in the back of my head. Look at this hair.
And I'm 5'10" and blonde and beautiful, and I'm gonna be on the fucking cover of Maxim next week. Yeah. No hair loss.
There, look at it. Look how
dude, hella fucking cope.
What the hell? All right, I am gonna go wet it down. This is stupid. Give me a sec to just go wet my hair, and then I'm gonna start. Look at this, and I just brushed it, and it's like sticking right out. But no,
it's because it's cut too short, you retard.
Some thinning hair in the middle of my head a little bit, and I do have a patch.
A little bit? Bruh, it's like the new Fortnite map. What are you talking about?
I have a patch on the back of my head for like a decade, and I have the receding hairline here. It's because I'm getting old. That's what happens when you get older. I don't know if you're aware of this, but your hair...
That's not true. Not to everybody. That's not true.
Starts to change color. Your hair starts to recede or thin out. Like, it's a natural part of getting older. It's okay. It's totally fine.
Yeah, you sound like that. You sound like it's okay.
I'm just going to brush it quick. Be right back, and then we'll do this video I want to talk about.
But I thought you didn't care. It does look fucking retarded in the back. If DSP isn't losing hair, then Toxie's a Victoria's Secret. I'm saying.
Okay.
Ain't never gonna catch my raggedy ass doing anything like that. So this man's getting bald as fuck.
I'm back, and the hair looks just as bad. Good. Excellent. Whatever. So one quick thing, because we're gonna get started.
I gotta agree. Just let it go, man. Just shave it. I'm telling you, I'm still pulling for a nice assortment of wigs. Just shave it off and get you some wigs, man. It's okay.
I'm going to start recording and talk about this topic. Today...
I'm his age and just shave my head. He can just get wigs,
just like yesterday, I just want to let you guys know there is a new link for tips. If someone wants to contribute to my stream via tipping today, you have to use the new link. And you might say, well, how do I do it? It's the same command, the !tip command. We'll bring it up. Or if you look at the description of this stream, let me confirm that actually saved. It should have. It did, yep. The description of the stream has the new PayPal link. You got to use the new one. The old one doesn't work right now. So please go ahead and use the new one.
That's an interesting thing to say as far as the PayPal thing goes, and I'm not going to get deeply into it or anything, but the old link doesn't work right now. So that's interesting.
You want to tip? And
I ain't wearing no goddamn wigs. I'm bald and beautiful. There are plenty of dudes who are super sexy and they're bald. Ain't nothing wrong with it. For this man, for him, I might suggest some wigs. This dude's head is already like there's already something going on here, you know?
Tribute, okay? Just throwing that out there because yesterday there was a few people who were confused and were like, what's going on? And, you know, that's the way that you can tip today, okay? Here's the deal. This week, particularly, this first full week of January, we have an open stream one night. And originally what I was going to do was say, hey, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday night, let's try a random new game. Let's see, you know, we just try something new if it'll work for the schedule or whatever. But then I realized, well, we got a new game coming out Friday. We got some other new games coming out soon. Maybe we don't really have time in the schedule for a new game or anything like that. And in addition to that, I was thinking about some requests I've been getting in the schedule and stuff like that. So I had an idea that I want to run by everyone. Okay, as you all know, in the last month or so, I fully upgraded my studio. Now I have an OLED 240 hertz monitor over here that I play games on. We've got everything kind of
I mean, congratulations for you. You mean the shit that we never see and therefore is unimportant to us?
situated and redesigned, right? From the ground up. Like really, it really is like a very professional setup now. Very much better than what I used to have. Well, during this time frame that I did all these upgrades, I've had requests to play fighting games. And some people have been like,
Who? Bitch, where? Have we scraped the bottom of the barrel so severely that you're like Game Cucker's gone, bro? Like, are we hanging everything on fucking Jack's Raxer now? Is this what we're doing?
like, you know, you play fighting games all the time back in the day. From time to time, you cover the new ones. You played a lot of Capcom vs. SNK2 last year. Would you try fighting games with your new setup? Because particularly, your new monitor likely has way less...
This is from yesterday, just to be clear, if there's any misconception. These are Snort Hogan clips from yesterday. So we'll go live after we watch the 2 clips that I have.
input delay than your old setup.
He is doing a full podcast today, so I'm going to attempt as much skip juice as possible.
Where you were playing on a TV forever. Like, I never actually played fighting games on a computer monitor ever, okay? Most people who play Street Fighter competitively do actually play on a monitor. Most of them don't play on TVs. Even if you go to tournaments, they're all using monitors, okay? So, in reality, I actually have been kind of behind...
Who legitimately said, I need to know this, who legitimately said to him, bring back Street Fighter? Hasn't he, like, adamantly been like, I fucking hate this game?
When it comes to equipment of the FGC. I have great...
Ain't he mad because he can't win anymore? Like, isn't that what the whole thing was?
PC, I have a great joystick, but... You know, the whole monitor visual thing, I've always been on a TV that had more input delay. So, people have proposed that to me. You know, will you play fighting games? I'm like, well, realistically, what would I play? We can't play old school fighting games anymore because all the collections that I was playing for a while are all dead. Like, all the player base fell off. I can't play on Fightcade because Fightcade is an emulation system on PC, but it doesn't hide your IP. Someone can use IP sniffer, find your internet protocol address, and then DDoS attack you. So I can't do that. Realistically, what other fighting games are out that people are playing right now? I'm not going back to Tekken, right? And
okay, stupid question perhaps on my part, but I don't care. I don't know, so I'm going to ask anyway. Wouldn't a VPN handle that? I don't know. Am I stupid? And it's a possibility that I am. And be kind if I am. But big ups, Spoon Hurler. What's going on, honey?
Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection is already dead.
Big ups, everybody. Big ups. Happy New Year.
It took them over a month to put online play into it, and from all reports, no one's playing it. So it's like, what would I play?
So Jack's probably messaged him he'd only come back for fighting games. I wouldn't put it past any of these fucking retards at this point.
Of course, people bring up Street Fighter 6, and they're like, you played Street Fighter 6 for a year and a half. Now you haven't actually played it. I looked this up. I think I haven't played it since April of last year. So that's a long time. You know, 8-9 months. You might say, well, what happened? Well, Street Fighter 6, I really enjoyed when it came out. It was a great new game, learning all these new systems, new characters, new graphics are outstanding, to be honest. There's a lot to like about the game. But sadly, hi Jasper Kitty. What happened was, after this game being out for about a year, everyone knew how to play the meta, meaning how to play it at top tier, you know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely optimal way to play with each character or whatever. And it just became so samey and boring and repetitive. Every time I booted up the game, if I fought a Cammy, they all played exactly the same. If I fought a Bison, they pretty much all fought exactly the same.
Because there's a way you win and there's a way you lose. Like, I just don't understand why you don't know that. There are ways to win and ways to lose.
So that's disappointing because there was almost no character variety. It was always the same top tier characters every time I played. I almost never would fight, say, a Honda or a Blanca. It would always be the same stuff. So it became incredibly boring. In addition to that, they weren't really improving the game. They were adding more characters, but they weren't actually like making the gameplay feel better. And the characters that I learned to like, again, like Blanca, Lily, Dalzim, they weren't improving. Instead, they were either leaving these characters alone, which is really bizarre in regards to Lily, who is definitely the worst character in the game and has never been buffed. I don't understand why. Or they would just do these odd little tweaks here or there, not really doing enough to make the game feel fresh or want me to play it again. So basically, as of, what was it, March or April of last year, I did my final session or whatever, and I was like, you know, I'm bored. I just don't really want to play this ever again. They're not innovating. They're not trying. So I kind of give up. And so I dropped the game entirely, and I didn't play with a whole bunch of new characters that have come out, right?
How does he keep losing to the same gameplay? Right. I mean, he can sit here and he can bitch about meta and he can bitch about the ways to win and he can do all that stuff. But if every Cammy does the same pattern, then you should know how to deal with it. And it's like, if that means that you have to pick a different character or pick a different way or, you know, whatever.
I think there's Elena, there's Sagat. Isn't there another one coming out too? I swear there's another character coming out soon too. There's like 2 or 3 characters I just never even saw in the game or play. Okay? I just didn't care. And it's weird because, you know, for a game that I played pretty hardcore for a year and a half and did well in. I mean, I had something like 7 characters in Master Rank.
He never plays meta characters because he knows he'll get his cheeks clapped against others. Yeah, I mean, he sucks. I mean, is there like I think the second video talks more about this.
And maybe. I had some characters that were actually,
No. This is the
doing
one
really well with, like Bison and Mai actually, I think I got her to master faster than any other character. And arguably people say she's still the best character in the game. So I was doing good. I got bored. You know, I know people like seeing me play it, but I'm not going to force myself to.
You really shouldn't be talking about how bored you are of the game when you're going to try to bring it back. It really doesn't like hype it up for your audience very well.
Play a game that I'm not enjoying. And it really became a troll element game where like people knew I wasn't really like.
Didn't he just say a couple of weeks ago that like he hated the game and was never going to play it again? I swear to God. I know I've been in the Snortex for a minute, but I'm getting like wicked deja voodoo happening right now where like he just said this recently.
Liking it, but I would play it anyway, so I would have a fighting game in the rotation, and then the trolls would just come out and make the entire night about, oh, we hope he'll fail so that we can basically troll his chats or whatever, right? So basically I got tired of it. I was like, I don't care anymore. And I dropped it, and it's been almost a year, and quite frankly, it's not been a big deal.
Bro would whine when he played Dragon Ball Z as Yamcha and kept losing to Super Saiyan 8 God Goku and calling it. Yeah, I mean, come on, Yamcha, like, who the fuck?
I'm happy doing other gameplay content or whatever. It's not like I'm part of the FGC where I rely on fighting games and I needed Street Fighter 6 as part of my rotation.
He's sworn off fighting games a couple of times. Like, I swear to God, he just had the conversation about, well, I can't play this fighting game, I can't play this fighting game, I can't play this. Like, within the last couple of weeks or so, I feel.
And it's quite the opposite. Like, I
mean, is this where we are? Like, he's like fucking wage and rage quit so many games now.
Better things to do, especially if Capcom's not going to try, then I'm not going to bother with it, okay? But now it's been almost a year, okay? And I have a new setup.
Now that things aren't going well, I'm feeling a little bit differently.
You know, I'm curious. If I were to sit here with my joystick now and play with the new monitor, supposedly lag.
Oh, this is the excuse that we're going to use. Okay. Everything is, all the equipment is different. Okay.
Free now, right? Because now I'm on the highest level OLED monitor hooked up to my PC. There should be 0 input delay. It should be the best situation I've ever had playing this game. How would it go? All right. So here's the proposition that I have for all of you. All right. And I need feedback. So please, if you're watching this on demand, and I'm going to ask the chat in a second, what do you think? What would you say if this Friday night, all right, so this would be, what, the 9th? The 9th. So January 9th, Friday Night Fights returns for a one-night only type event, Street Fighter 6 all night, and I'm going to play with my characters like Lily, Dalzim, Honda, Blanca, okay? That's it. So don't expect anyone else. Like, I just want to play with the oddball characters I used to play with and really enjoy using.
Don't expect anything different or fun or exciting. I'm going to do the same crap I've always done and always get what I've always gotten.
I want to jump back in and just see what the game is all about now. Has the game literally become so everyone knows the meta, everyone plays exactly the same? Is it still boring as dirt? Has anything changed? Are the characters of Elena and Sagat and anything else I missed, is it entertaining? Is it fun? Has this game gotten better?
Well, maybe you should play with those other characters and see.
Or worse, you know,
we don't want any more Blanca. I mean, I don't want to watch this asshole play this game at all, but nobody wants any more Honda. Play with Sagat or like do something interesting. Do something.
Connection's good. Are there more players? Oh, that's right. See, Viper's even in the game. I forgot. I've never even seen her used. I have no idea how she even plays, right? So here's the thing, okay?
Blue Oni, you are 100% correct. This dude will do fucking anything. And we saw that when he was letting fucking PPP destroy him during those fucking grill fill segments. He'll wiggle his feet, flop around on the floor, show you his underwear. He'll do anything for that $150.
I'm likely going to lose a lot, okay? I am. And that's okay. If I lose a lot, that's fine. I know I haven't played this game in so long that it's not going to be a big deal for me to just get beat up. For me, it's more of a exploratory stream where I just want to see what's going on in the game, mess around, see if I can get an audience back for the game, if anyone would come back to watch me play. And also, it's going to be a tech test. Really, it's going to be a test of how will this now play with my monitor and all of that, okay? Would you be interested in that? So I want feedback, okay? And I want to know if people are going to show up, engage, and support the stream. Not I play it and we just get a whole group of trolls who don't care and are just going to talk shit, but I get no one who's actually positive there to enjoy it, and we get no support for the stream, then forget it. You see, that I've stayed away from the toxic element for a while for good reason. I don't want to reintroduce it and then be like, well, only trolls are going to show up for this stream. All right? So I'm curious about positive people, if they would actually come by and hang out with me on Friday night for the return of Street Fighter 6 to Friday Night Fights, okay?
I definitely won't be doing that.
What would this mean? Well, this would mean that the schedule for the week is going to get bumped. So, for example, here was what the night streams were going to be this week. Tonight, it's Call of Duty, which is going to stay Black Ops 7. Tomorrow was going to be when we were going to try a new game. We'll just throw that away. What we'll do instead is we'll do RimWorld again tomorrow night. And then Wednesday night will be more Call of Duty. And then Thursday will be Arc Raiders. And that means that Friday night, we will do Friday Night Fights, Street Fighter 6. Okay.
So many tests recently, almost as if he's a mad scientist. It's almost like someone is scrambling and doesn't know what works.
Okay? That would be the schedule. But again, are people going to care? And now here's the thing, because immediately people are going to say something like, well, if it goes well, does that mean that Street Fighter 6 is back in the schedule permanently? Not necessarily at all. All right, I want you to understand this is very much a test stream. And by the way, no.
If it goes well, we'll see it again. Even if he gets his fucking shit kicked in. If he makes $150, we'll see it again. And the day it doesn't make 150, we won't see it anymore. And he can attempt to normalize that all he wants. And if that's what he wants to do, that's fine. But let's not act like if he plays Street Fighter on Friday and makes $300 on Friday night, don't act like we're not going to see it again. The dude can't help himself. As soon as he sees that magical 150, we're going to see the game again.
Oh, I'm not going to be doing ranked matches with each character. Like I said, I want to play a variety of characters, like maybe pick 4 characters for like half an hour each. So because of that, I'm not going to be doing ranked or anything. There's not even enough time to do the placement matches. I'm just going to be playing like, casual play, player matches, just to get back into the game and try to figure out how to play it again.
Ein, thanks for the 5, honey. I appreciate you. For the nerds in chat, monitor input delay is measured in milliseconds. This grand upgrade will have about as much impact as what you miss mid-blink, and I appreciate that.
Plus, to be honest,
I'm not a nerd in chat, but it does help me learn, so thanks, honey.
I always have more variety. I always get to fight against more people than if I do ranked. If I do ranked, usually end up just top-tier players, tryhards, right? So, that is my idea. What do people think? I'm recording this as a special one-off video. I'm going to upload it, make it a highlight of the day. I want feedback. Let me know. Be honest. If you're interested, say, yes, I'll be there. I'll engage and I'll support that stream.
It takes an ass woman, but gets paid $150. Thank you, sir. May I have another? I mean, again, we saw what Kino Casino got him to do. I'm sorry. This dude will do anything for $150 a stream.
Want Street Fighter 6 back? Let's see how it goes. If you have zero interest, I want to know that. I want people to say, no, we don't care about Street Fighter 6 anymore. It's been out of irritation for a while.
Yeah, he did hate Baldur's Gate 3. That's true. Yep. But yep, then 1 minute, man, Donos, for sure. And he played that game forever and hated it. And we've seen him do a lot of the different games that he's played and played and played. And you know that he can't fucking, stand them. He hated that fucking Mario Kart that came out for the Switch too.
We don't like the game. Let's get it out of it. All right, so be honest, because this will help determine what I'm going to do for the rest of the week. All right? Thanks for watching and listening. I'd like feedback. Let's see what people have to say. We'll find out. I'll let you know soon. Thanks, guys. Okay, I stopped recording, everybody. I made this special video, and hopefully, people will watch that and give me feedback later today. I'm going to upload it along with the Pokemon gameplay, okay? So I'm just curious, what's everyone's thoughts? Let's read. Everyone, you want to tag me in the chats and let me know what your personal thoughts are on that? So, yeah. So it seems like a split. And by the way, thank you guys for your contributions. We've got super chats, tips, and subs to shout out, and I'll do that in a sec. I'm just trying to gauge the interest right now. What's up, Jade? Good morning. Good to see you, Jade. We're talking. Did you hear what I just proposed, Jade? That on Friday night, I try a one-off stream of Street Fighter 6 just to see how the game is doing now, because I haven't played it in a year, and to see how it works on my new setup. But I don't know if it's going to work. It might be a horrible session. We never played it.
I'm sure he'll enjoy that.
New monitor setup, right? No lag whatsoever. Maybe now I go back and I try out the characters again that I like, even though I know Lily's going to suck. I know Lily's going to be atrociously bad of a character, and I don't think anything can really be done about that, to be honest with you. I think that Lily is just a bad character and always will be, but I like the character because she's so different. But outside of that, I haven't played Street Fighter in a long time. I haven't played fighting games in a long time now. You start to crave fighters again, right? So... yeah.
You know how, like, when you're not making any money and a lot of your streams are fucking going belly up and you realize, oh, gee, golly gosh, what can I do to get the money up?
Yeah, and that's the other concern is, let's say we do this stream, it's the last stream of my week, Friday night, right? And I get all pumped for it and I show up and I'm playing and just no one cares. And it ends up being like a really slow stream, just trolls basically talking crap in the chat and no support at all. It could be. I don't know. I haven't played Street Fighter in, 8-9 months. So very well that could happen. I don't know. I don't know at all. What do you think? Jade actually says, yeah, you got to watch out for the Camis, Kens, Eds, and Akumas. Could you try Elena? Well, here's the thing. Number one, I don't even know what characters I have. Like, I think I bought the season pass and I played with Bison, Terry, and Mai, right? So I think technically I have Elena, but I don't even know because I haven't played the game in so long. I think that there was another season pass, and so far that one's been Sagat and Sea Viper, right? So I wouldn't have those characters. But the thing is, no, the intention of the stream would not be for me to try a new character. It would be for me to just go back, play the characters that I remember, and try to get myself readjusted and resettled into the game. It would only be player matches. There's not even going to be time to do ranked placements because I want to do a variety of characters, okay?
So no new characters, no ranked, no nothing. And don't get too invested. Don't get him too, it doesn't matter whether or not he hits the goal that doesn't exist anymore because he might not play it again. Cool. Big ups, Captain Bubba. It was a very nice, quiet New Year's Eve. It was very nice and relaxing, as was my like a week away from the Snortex. I feel much better now. The top 20 moments is written. I have 100 and something clips I think I have to go into the video. I just need somewhere between like 12 to 14 hours to sit down and make it. I know I better get my ass in gear or it's not going to mean much anymore because we're well into January, but it's work. I haven't forgotten about it.
And this is from Big Papa Phil. He says, you know me, Phil, if you bring back Street Fighter to Friday Night Fights, I will be there. I was there for all your Street Fighter 6 playthrough, and I enjoyed all of it. I know the troll element is an issue at times, but I miss you playing Street Fighter on stream, so bring it back. All right, so Big Papa Phil says he will be there to support it. All right.
And I hope you bring your wallet and your checkbook.
That's the other element, too, is like, there were regulars who I had who always came by for Street Fighter, right? But will they be here on Friday when now I haven't played fighting games in so long? So that's the thing. Like, if I was going to make this
Imagine being called out
decision, I had to do it relatively quickly. So
he does. He wants Jax Raxer's money like bad. So
I could basically have it set up so people know about it ahead of time, right? So here we go. An anonymous $2 tipper says, don't do it. Street Fighter is insanely farmable by your detractors, and all they're going to do is farm the clips and have content. Well, here's what I have to say about that. First off,
we're going to have content no matter what you do. Like, you just are who you are. Like, you are, I mean, you're a true blue lol cow. You just provide content. It doesn't matter what you do or don't do, respectively.
They farm everything.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's how fucked up you are, sir.
They outright lie about everything. Like, today we're going to play Pokemon, right? So
Okay.
here's how today will go. I'll play Pokemon, and already we're at $95 of support. And we're probably going to get more before I even start with Pokemon, right? I'll play Pokemon, and then they'll say, Phil raised $10 during Pokemon today, and then he rage quit the game. I love that animation. They'll say that. It's like, it's completely false. Like, literally, the entire statement is false. Pokemon didn't only raise $10. People are already contributing for Pokemon before we're playing the game. That counts for Pokemon, right? I didn't rage quit the game. I'm still playing it. How could you say I rage quit a game that I'm still playing?
Will he change anyway this year, or will he remain the boring bum that he is? He's really going to hammer home the wage quitting and the rage quitting being okay, which honestly, it is. It really doesn't. It really doesn't matter if he wants to stop playing a game or start playing a game, or he wants to quit it for whatever reason. It really doesn't matter. But he seems to cope with it like hardcore for some reason. So I feel as if he's going to really hammer that point home of, I don't have to play every game all the way through. I don't have to do all this. I feel like he's going to do that. He is still desperate to get away from gaming. I don't know. I'm curious about this IRL stuff is what I am thinking. He got that little like selfie stick thing and that clippy shitty microphone or whatever. So I feel like maybe there's something to do with that. Or we'll never see those things again. In the big scheme of things, will anything change? No. This is, we're into 18 years of this and nothing's ever gotten all that much different.
It doesn't make sense. None of it makes any sense. But this is the content they put out. So it doesn't matter what game I'm playing. It doesn't matter what I'm saying or doing or how I'm acting. They lie and do their clip farming anyway, so who cares? I'm not going to let my trolls control me and or my decisions about what to stream.
No, your pay pigs control you. Not the haters, not the trolls, not the detractors. Your pay pigs control you.
Or what enjoyment I get out of content. Absolutely not. I'm not. Okay? If I'm enjoying something or if I have an idea and I want to do it, I'll do it. Or not. It's my prerogative and it has nothing to do with them. They will always exist. And there's nothing that can be done unless YouTube changes their attitude on the kind of content that they allow. So why do I give a shit? Right? I'm not going to say, oh, you're right. Good point. I'll never play fighting games again because they'll farm them. Fuck that. Now you see, Aaron in the chat says the real reason to not play fighting games is because they're boring. Fair.
If you were a betting woman, what percentage would you give that 2026 will be a year that he will have to stop streaming because he will need another income? 0. No, he will not need to do something else in 2026. It's happening slowly but surely. It's fading and it's going away. But Iron Cuck isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Ryan isn't going to go anywhere anytime soon. I don't know what kind of a year he will have financially. But this year, this will not be the end. I wouldn't. So I would say 0. I wouldn't make that bet at all. Personally.
Fair enough. I understand. Fighting games are not for everyone. They're not.
He's been doing this for 18 years. He has sucked ass at this for 17 and a half years. So
for an established audience, people who like online gameplay, that kind of action, one-on-one action.
Is DSP the brattiest person? He's one of the biggest narcissists. I don't know that I would call him a brat. He's a crazy narcissist, though.
It's not for everyone. Street Fighter 6, to be honest with you, I do think is boring. I do. I actually feel like it's one of the most boring fighting games ever because they made it too simplistic and every character plays the same. That's sad that they did that.
I think he'll try. He won't quit streaming. I don't think he'll ever really like quit streaming. I think he's desperate for other things to do that are not video games because he hates video games. So like I say, this might be the year of like IRL, like going out and filming things, or I don't know, maybe different kinds of reviews or something like that. Different things for like DSP Tries It or something like that. But I don't think this dude isn't going away anytime soon. And I don't really know that he truly ever really will. But his two top, paying fucking retards, Iron Cuck and Daddy Ryan, they're not going anywhere that I'm aware of. But I don't know these dudes, so I don't know. But I wouldn't think a whole lot would get different. No.
Shouldn't have done that. It definitely should have been a game with more variety, better gameplay mechanics, a meta that's not found in 5 seconds and is too easy to do. Because that really is the problem with Street Fighter 6. It's too easy. So because of that, people could just watch a video, copy it, and then that's it. Everyone plays the same, and that's the whole game. Yeah, there's minor tweaks and things that the absolute top-tier pros will do, but for the most part, every single person plays the game the same. So therefore, it's boring. Now compare that to classic Street Fighter games when you go out there and play someone in Third Strike or Super Turbo or CVS 2 or Marvel 2. Everyone plays different, which is a great...
Well, here's the thing. If he's pulling $100,000 a year, think about it like this. He's pulling $100,000 a year, and he's giving 40-ish. I don't think he gave 40 last year to Scopely, but on average, he was pulling $100,000 a year and giving 40 to Scopely, which means he was making $60,000 a year work. So that's what he needs right there. And whatever the hell Cat makes, which I think is next to nothing. So we won't even count that. So for him to do what he needs to do, he needs $60,000, which means whatever people are giving him now could essentially be cut in half and he will still stream. He just can't make his Scopely payments. He'll never do anything else. Somebody said he won't do anything else unless he gets banned. Blue Oni, there you go. He won't stop unless he's banned off of YouTube and Kick and everything. And I believe that is correct. He would go somewhere else and stream and do something. He will not leave this kind of quote unquote job or way to make money unless he's banned like cross fucking platform. He would have to be banned on everything. For him to stop doing it. So he can, look at all the waste and everything of all this money. He can live on probably half of what he fucking makes. So even if Ryan or Cuck, or even if one of them like went away, I think he would still be okay. He wouldn't be great, but I think he'd still be fine. Because if you can give $40,000 a year to Scopely, then you don't need the $100,000 that you're making. You might want it, but you don't need it. So, Digital Melanin, thanks for the 5, honey. DSP will be streaming until the day he dies. I agree. Man will do anything to continue streaming and not get a real job. I 100% agree. At some point, he will probably be forced to put down the controller. I don't think we're close to that yet either. He's struggling, but I don't think we're close to not, gaming. Not playing games anymore. But we're going to get there. We're going to get to where it's reviewing things and building Legos and, maybe him, maybe he goes out and films something and he doesn't put it out as a video on demand, as he calls it, but he'll show you the footage on the live stream. We're going to get to the point where he basically just does this, where he talks for 8 hours a day. That's what he wants to do anyway.
You want that innovation. You want that difference factor. No one does that in Street Fighter 6. Everyone plays exactly the same.
But what is he, 40, 43? I think he is now. He could still theoretically play video games for... you could play video games forever, but like full time to the point where you just get so shitty you can't anymore.
So
everything is declining for sure. Everything is declining. You can look at the numbers and see that, but it's a very, very slow decline. And last year, well, now I have to change that because we're in 2026. The end of 24 into the beginning of 25 gave him a big boost with Kino Casino. And then he did get a little bit of a boost again at the end of 25 here with Asmongold. So not that those two things are really much reflecting anymore, but that kind of gives you a little uptick, instead of that constant trickle of everything going down, then we get those couple of bumps. He has to come down, from those two. Jerry, thank you for the 220. Great number, that 220. Never seen a man work so hard to be lazy. I know.
Let's see how it goes, but I want feedback.
The wild thing is this dude, thinks he works hard. This dude will tell you he is one of the hardest working people.
Release that video later today. It seems like you guys on stream are 50-50, right? It seems like half of you were like, yes, this sounds like a good idea, and half of you were like, I'm on the fence, I don't know if that'll work. And just for the record, this is a normal cat collar. This is not a shock collar. I just want to make this clear. All right? I love Jasper Kitty. I would never hurt him in any way, shape, or form. He's free to do whatever he wants.
Then get him his blood work. Has he had his shots? A lot of cats get gingivitis and they lose a lot of their teeth. Have his teeth been checked? Do you give him something so that he doesn't get fleas and heartworm? Has he gotten his tests? Do you go and get his nails clipped? I know he doesn't have front claws because some animal fucking declawed him, but he's still got little claws on his back feet. Do you clip those for him so they don't get like sharp and annoying?
I don't try to control him and keep him.
Do you really take care of him? Do you brush him?
In the office.
Is his shit box overflowing and looking like a volcano of turds?
All right. So, what we got to figure out, are we going to do this? Street Fighter 6 on Friday. Here's what we'll do. I think that we should...
James the Lesser did a video about Phil's earnings in the last year after fees. He still made about 146. This year was a good year because the first 3 months he did still have the Kino boost and he got the boost from Asmongold. So yeah, he didn't do half bad this year. It was looking rough before Kino, but now he's had a couple of bumps, where things have kind of spiked, up. But fear not. There's going to come a day where there aren't any more avenues to run to. There's going to come a day where, how do I say this? There are no more Kino casinos. There are no more Asmongolds. There are barely any Asmongolds. Who has that kind of an audience, that large of an audience, I should say, who would give Phil a platform? There aren't many, if any, at this point. So I don't know. After he got, after he looked like an asshole on side scrollers, after he looked like an asshole to Kino Casino, after he looked like an asshole from that Truth Seekers interview, after he looked like an asshole with Asmongold, you would think he would stop now.
Change the schedule regardless, just in case. If we decide by the end of the week, no, we don't want to do Street Fighter, then we don't have to, okay?
I do not have pets. I love cats, but I am very allergic, so I do not have pets.
But I think we should plan for it and much rather have it set up. So that way, if it works out and I do it, people already know about it and it's already ready to go. So,
okay, that was that video about that fucking Street Fighter cope where he basically shits on it the entire time. So this is from, again, this Snort Hogan. I'm so glad you're back. Oh my God, don't ever leave me again. This is from last night's stream. That was from the daytime stream yesterday. Now we're into the nighttime stream. And this is him raging at Call of Duty and some nice begging.
So I made homemade turkey club sandwiches. It was toasted ciabatta bread, a whole lot of lean turkey, a little bit of lettuce and tomato, fresh lettuce and tomato, and a little bit of olive oil mayo.
He's already burned bitches. I almost said, hey, he's burning bitches. He's already burned bridges with Twitch and a ton of other people. What platform could Phil fuck off to? YouTube isn't ever going to get rid of him. I wouldn't think so.
Which is the lower fat kind of mayo that you can get. And I'll admit, we got some pre-cooked bacon that we...
Yes, let's all just take a deep breath and thank God that Snort Hogan is back and clipping. I don't know where they went. I hope everything's okay. I don't know who they are. But for the love of God, Snort Hogan, we need you in this community. Don't ever leave again.
Tossed on there. That was our splurging that we actually had some pre-cooked...
Snort Hogan is like if we lost Raw Phil. Like, I just don't know what I'd do if we forever lost Snort Hogan and Raw Phil. Oh my God.
For extra flavor. So we had those, and then we had chicken noodle soup. So it was a soup and sandwich dinner. It was the fresh chicken noodle soup that you get from the grocery store that they make there fresh every day. It was not like, Campbell's soup or anything like that. It's the much better one for you. Low sodium and fresh ingredients. Yes, I made the club sandwiches, and my wife heated up the soup. Would I be interested in free sessions with a personal trainer? No.
So you mean she put that shit in the microwave? Big ups. Where's that Michelin star?
My only problem right now with my whole fitness regimen is I don't have a good place to do it. I'm trying to clean out my house, and I'm working towards, my wife and I are taking steps that we can clean out a bunch of our house, and then we can have a room or dedicated area for workout stuff, and then we can buy equipment, and then we can actually work out. Don't really need a personal trainer or anything like that right now. That's long-term stuff. Right now I just need to have an actual formal way to do it, which I don't. Right now I got a tiny, crappy weight bench and 2 free weight dumbbells that I work out with pretty much every day or every other day, depends. Like this week, I worked out a few, then tonight I have off, and then I'm working like 3 days in a row, and then I'm off again. So that's what I'm doing. But I'm not serious enough right now for a personal trainer. Long term, I might be. Long term, once if I get the stuff done this year that we want to do to clear out the room and actually have like a fitness area and maybe even getting better equipment, then maybe I could be looking for something like that. But not right now. 9 skills. I made chicken enchiladas, a sautéed spin. I don't know what that is. Oh, sautéed spinach maybe. Rice and cucumber salad. Sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good. Like, I would like everything you said, except the chicken enchiladas. I'd probably go very light on the cheese, if none. Maybe just chicken and sauce. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a big cheese person these days anymore. Sounds
Isn't he half lactose intolerant?
good. J-Man says, I started eating healthy as my New Year's resolution. So
He's been talking for months about how there's too much shit in his house and he needs to clean it out. That shit ain't going nowhere.
far, so good. Some cravings, but nothing terrible. Good. You know, J-Man, please tell me you don't drink soda. That's the #1 mistake everyone makes is soda. Just get it out of your diet. You're already healing your body 10,000%. Like, once I stopped drinking, you know, soda, even carbonated flavored water, the one that had the other stuff in it, like the artificial sweeteners, I just cut it all out of my diet. I just drink filtered water all day now. I feel so much better. I really do. It just makes you feel so much better. Thank you, Rainbow. Oh, yeah. Did you notice? He says you could really see the weight loss, like, in your face. Dude, if you look, like, it's hard to see with a shirt like this, but when I'm wearing some shirts, you can see how I used to have all this fat around my neck and everything. It's all pretty much gone. And you can see when I wear, you know, a shirt that's open, you can see my arms have no fat on them anymore. They're just toned muscle now, which is great. And my core, see, that's what you guys don't see. My core is getting good. Like, my core is actually getting really lean at this point, which is what I want. I just got that annoying band of fat that's very hard to get rid of. But outside of that, my core is doing really, really good. And it's like night and day from how I used to be, because I used to be like...
Outside of all the fat, I'm totally hot underneath. Yeah, like, aren't we all, dude?
blob. And now I'm, like, actually getting really, really toned. Like, oh, this is good stuff.
I'm super hot and toned and, like, awesome under all this fat. Maybe I'll go get fucking another 3 fucking Big Macs from McDonald's again.
I'm sure there's going to be trolling on Kick Tonight License for Soul. Whenever I play a multiplayer game, particularly Call of Duty, they come out. You know, there's different ways to handle it, right? If trolls come out for multiplayer, you can either completely ignore them, you can try to ban all of them, or you can just look for the egregious people and take care of them. It's hard to know what to do because, you know, I don't know who's going to come out tonight. I hope we get viewers tonight, but I don't want assholes derailing. I want people to be able to enjoy the stream too. You know, I don't know how to handle it, but well, I guess we'll play it by ear. No, see again, Rainbow Death Jam says, do you have any goals, like a certain weight you want to hit or a number on the bench you're trying to hit? I can't, dude, I have 2 dumbbells. I can't go above a certain amount of weight. I don't have any. You know, I don't have a real bench. That's what I mean. Like, my problem isn't my willingness to work out. My problem is my means right now. I don't have a designated area or the equipment. I'm working on that. Like, that's something that's a goal for me this year, is to clean out my house.
You would think since he's, like, so fabulous and ultra rich and we're all just fucking, like, losers in the unemployment line, you would think that he would be able to hire someone to come over and get all that shit out of his house. I'm just saying. Blue Oni, thanks for the 220. I appreciate Johnny. He lies as naturally as he breathes, and constantly, too.
It's enough to have a nice designated area to get better equipment, and then when that happens, then it's like, okay, now that it's feasible, let's start setting goals, right? Like, initially, around summertime when I started working out, my goal was literally, let's get me back into shape so I can regularly exercise, so I don't feel sore, so I don't have back pain all the time, so I have, you know, more strength in all these places where I used to have it, and I've lost it completely because I've been lazy with my life. Let's get myself toned, get all the fat off my body, let me get wind again, so I can actually do stuff and not be out of breath, right? That was the stuff that I had in mind, and I bought the weight bench, I'm
wondering if he had, like, some kind of health scare and something's making him, like, do all of this shit. Try J, thanks for the 5, honey. I appreciate you. Someone really needs to ask him if Cat works out with him. That's some damn good bait.
The dumbbells, and I've increased. I've almost maxed the weights. I'm very close to maxing the weights. I have, like, 1 more increase left, and I've maxed these out. And then it's like, so what's next? Well, why should I just buy more dumbbells? Instead, I should probably get something better, you know?
I don't know. You sure can get a whole fucking... What did you do with your other desks when you got this big fucking L desk? What'd you do with all that other shit? You got that out of your house fairly efficiently, it seems like. It seems like you were able to revamp this entire room in a week. You were able to do a whole bunch of shit in this room, so you can't clear furniture out of another room? You talked about this over the summer when you were flexing them sad-ass muscles that you don't really have. I don't know. One would think that you would be able to. It seems like when you really, really, really want to do something, it seems like you could do it fairly efficiently. That just seems weird to me.
The reason I don't have a gym membership, yeah, because I'm not a fucking idiot. I'm a public figure who's harassed and stalked all over the internet. The moment that I try to go to a public gym, some idiots will try to figure out where it is and try to film and harass me there. In addition, gym memberships long-term are more expensive and way less fitting into a lifestyle because you have to drive there. As opposed to if I have a home gym, I can just work out whenever the hell I want when I'm at home. It's not a big deal. That would be the reasons why. Well, that's correct. Exactly right. Apollo says we'll increase the reps. Right. And I have, like with sit-ups, oh my God. With sit-ups, at first just doing a few sit-ups was excruciating. Then I got into the regular doing it as part of the routine. Then I increased, then I increased, then I increased. I'm at to the point now where when I work out, the night when I do arms, chest, and core, my workout is a little over an hour long because I'm doing like so many reps of sit-ups. But the thing is, I know that that's like a limit, right? Like, that's a limit that you can do. And then you need to find a way to basically make them more difficult, which I can't do with just a free weight bench, you know? I need to have, like, better equipment to do that. So that would be, like, the next step. To get my core better, I need to have better exercise.
Phil is still fat and poor.
And increase the difficulty of the exercise, because right now I'm doing so many sit-ups, it's ridiculous. Like, I don't know how much more I'm gonna get out of it besides doing it like every day, which I don't do. But even then, like, you're gonna hit the wall, you know? So it's on to the next once I have the means to do it. But yeah, like maxing the, right, exactly. We're talking someone who hadn't worked out regularly since his 20s. And within about 6-month period, I went from like the lowest amount of weight to maxing the dumbbell set, which is pretty cool, you know? The other problem is, like I said, the equipment I have is cheap. I gotta get better stuff, and I don't have that right now. I need to get better stuff. The bench I bought was not, like, super low end, but definitely not good. And I'm not kidding you. Like, here we are. I've probably been using this bench since September, October. I'm trying to remember, because before then I was actually just doing exercises, like, on the floor and on the bed and shit. I've only had it, like, 4 months. It's already a piece of garbage. It's already creaky as shit. And, like, I've tightened and everything. It's just a piece of garbage. Like, it's already, I try to do exercise, like what a fucking piece of garbage this thing is. It's that creaky over.
Well, he can't buy all the furniture he wants when so much money goes to Scopely.
Just a few months of using it. So I gotta get better stuff before I start worrying about increasing or having, like, a set plate.
Yeah, move on. I don't care about this.
Researched any of it yet. If I get all that and I start working out seriously,
who cares?
He's working out. He's rip his shirt off and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Nights that have been well engaged and supported, and I've had nights that have been nearly dead and very, very unsuccessful. So I really don't know what to do. Like, I like the game, and I would like to keep it in the rotation from time to time for multiplayer fun, but I also want to make sure people care. So tonight is a good test night. Tonight, if you're here and you hang out and you engage with the stream by talking with me about the loadouts and in between the matches, and if you like the stream, to give it engagement, and if you support the stream with super chats, memberships, kicks, subs, and tips, and all that happens, then I'll be like, wow, people like Call of Duty again. We've got it back because I increased my performance enough through many different things to make it entertaining for the audience, all right? Or it could be the complete opposite, where I'm playing and no one likes it and it just fails tonight. And I don't really know how it's going to go, to be honest. I hope it's the former and not the latter. I would much rather have a fun, entertaining night with score streaks and hitting objectives and getting better with weapons and tearing it up. Those are fun nights, right? But you never know what's going to happen. So I guess we'll have to see. Let's chill tonight and enjoy each other's company. All right, a few more minutes and then we will get started, everybody. So again, reminder tonight, please, if you like Call of Duty, if you want to see it in the rotation, I asked if you could hang out and engage with the stream and also support it tonight. Oh, cool. Thank you, Spedgy. I just noticed that. Thank you, Spedgy. I'll shout that out in a second. But yeah, if you support tonight's stream and it's successful, then I will consider doing this more often. Like I said, I already want to do another stream later in the week, maybe Thursday night. If tonight goes well, I'll probably play it again Thursday night, okay? If tonight doesn't go well, now I've tried it day streams, night streams. I want to be sure that people want it. So I want, I'm not going to stream for myself. I'm going to give you what you want. So if this doesn't work tonight, then likely I will not play more of this, you know? But we'll see. If you guys are going to start with the thumbs down on Kick, I'll just start removing your accounts now. Like, literally, I haven't even done anything yet. And if you're going to start spamming the chat, I'll just remove you permanently, and we don't have to see your dumb sock accounts anymore. So shut the fuck up with the thumbs down right now or just get removed. I don't care. I mean, I just have no tolerance for your kitty shit. Thank you. We're going to get started right now with Call of Duty. We're going to get set up. Let's get some support for Call of Duty tonight right now. Let's get some support on the stream. If you're liking the situation, you enjoy the company, and now you're ready for some Call of Duty action, let's go. Let's get some support flowing for Call of Duty tonight, shall we? All right. Let's do some shout-outs for some supportive people. All right. So I have a new piece of equipment tonight. I have a new style of wrist rest for gamers. This is a soft piece of plastic that on the bottom is very, very slippery and shiny, and on the top is soft. It's meant to go under your wrist, and you basically just put your wrist down on a flat surface. I have the desk pad that I bought, and it's basically supposed to be a wrist rest, but it glides all over the desk. So it gives you the support on your wrist you need, so it's ergonomic. But
I'm trying to get banned from his stream chat. Do you have any advice? Yeah, say anything. Say anything.
You can move it all over the desk along with your mouse as you're playing. Other wrist rests, your wrist has to stay stationary, and then you move the mouse with your hand. In this case, you move your entire arm when you're playing. And I'm curious how this is going to go. Like, particularly, sometimes someone will come in a room, and you got to track them. You go to track them, and now, oh, I'm out of their space. I moved my mouse too far. Now you can move. My right eye is burning so bad. I might have to wear my gunners tonight.
He bought some kind of wrist rest for gamers.
Camp in the corner like a bitch. Cowardly bitch. What the? I got flanked on spawn. Wow, they're dumb. Unreal. You saw that, right? They started teleporting left and right. I couldn't maintain a shot because they were going like this. Stupid fucking game. Where the fuck did he go? What the what? There's no one there!
Enemies took the lead.
There was literally no one fucking there! What the hell? What a stupid fucking game. Awful.
I posted a single emoji in a DSP chat and got banned. I was going to say, yes, say anything. Do anything.
What happened? Again, I couldn't shoot the guy who was point blank in my face. It wouldn't let me hit him. Even though I was firing directly into his body, nothing registered. The game is fucking terrible.
Did you see that? What kind of movement was that? He was moving to the side, then he scuttered back and then went this, like, you can't even do that. That's what I mean, the connections are so bad, you can't even tell which way they're going to try to aim and lead your shots.
Oh, Grandpa's too slow to see which way they're moving.
It's fucking impossible. Look at that movement. I can't aim for someone who's moving like that. That's not realistic movement, and you know they're not doing that. That's the fucking connection is ass.
It's a game.
Where we want to keep it tight.
What the hell happened there? Did you see that? He literally just appeared in my line of sight as I was in point blank, and then I died. There was no way to aim or fire at all. It gave him the kill. This is stupid shit. What? Sure, I didn't shoot.
I thought all this equipment was supposed to make him
That guy
better.
right in the face. Right, whatever you fucking say. Of course. Well, at least we won. This is trash gameplay. It's complete trash gameplay. It's frustrating when the game lags and fucking nonsensical stuff happening. Walking forward, and the character's going like this. That's not movement. Like, literally, you can't move like that in the game. How is the character model going like this in front of me? How am I supposed to aim for that? This
I think that's the point.
okay, unrealistic nonsense. Well, I won. No, see, it's not. That's the thing. Bane of Dagon says, is the game really this laggy? It's not
No, your team won, and probably no thanks to fucking you.
laggy. That's how they made it now. They literally made it so what you see is not actually what happens in the game.
Maybe I could help him. What would I do to help? Oh, God.
The character model will wiggle like this. Like, you can't move like that in the game. That's the game being shit.
I haven't played this. I haven't played any kind of game like this since Black Ops 2. I would be hot garbage at this. I would be the one spinning around in a circle. Like, they're all too fast. Like, no.
You'll be walking, all of a sudden the guy will appear.
I am aware that I am now officially too slow to play some games, and that would definitely be one of them.
Point blank in your face and somehow insta-kills you. How? His gun can't even be aimed at you. He's in you. Like, it doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense. The game's just made poorly now. So you just have to, like, accept the fact that they don't know how to make the game anymore. This is like the B, C, D team of FPS game development working on this shit now. It's not like back in the day when, like, the cream of the crop worked on this franchise. Now it's just a bunch of fucking no-loads. So they just copy-paste code that people made, and they tweak it a little bit every year. It's garbage. So you just have to accept it, and you have to put up with it. And I'm trying. At least
Yep.
How did he move like that? Because the connection's bad. So you don't actually see what he's actually doing. He already is firing. Before I'm visible, he's firing through the corner into my body. So again, it's lagging. How the fuck does he know that I'm there to magically shoot into me from that distance?
I don't know that I would necessarily be worse than him, but I certainly wouldn't be better, I wouldn't think. I've never, I know, I recognize this map from Black Ops 2, and they have a couple of them, but no, I would be bad at this.
So full of shit.
If anybody has, like, seen me play anything, like, yeah, no.
Again, I couldn't fire. He stepped out, I aimed to fire, nothing happens, and I'm instantly dead. Just instantly, even though I have full health, I'm instantly dead. So, well, here we go. I had 3 good matches, so the game puts me into a laggy-ass fucking match where it's impossible to hit anyone, and I'm supposed to just accept it, right? No, fuck Treyarch, you fucking lazy bitch, fuck game developers. You're awful. You're awful, fucking awful game developers. Oh, he had 3 good matches. Lag him up now, so he loses a match, because we can't have a guy just constantly be having fun. What? You saw that, right? I hit him, it jumped ahead, and then I was dead. So I fired, it stopped firing my weapon for no reason. I'm dead. Garbage fucking game.
Identified.
I couldn't kill him. That was all face shots. Literally all face shots. No headshot damage detected at all. And then he fucking insta-killed me. Dude, what? Again, I'm instantly killed before I have a chance to even react. The game is...
Why? I don't know why you would keep embarrassing yourself like this. This is bad. I don't know why you would keep doing this to yourself. Like...
a laggy fucking mess. What a piece of fucking dog shit game. What? What? I went to fire my gun and that happened. I don't even know what that was. That's what the game did as a reaction when I fired my weapon. That's what it gave me. Dude, those are head shots. There's nothing else I could possibly fucking hit them with. All that was exposed was his head. How did it not give me a headshot credit? And then I swear I'll have like a sniper rifle and I will get nowhere near the head and they'll give me a headshot. Yeah, the game is trash. This is actually why I hate Hardpoint too. It seems like certain game modes, the game runs poorly, and Hardpoint's one of them.
Then why do you keep playing this? That it seems like, you know, none of this is working for you. So why are you doing this?
Actually won, but I had a bad kill death ratio. The game sucks. Why do I get to play 3 great matches with great connections in a row, and then 1 complete awful game where everything lags to shit? So bad. So fucking bad, man. Bad game. Made by hacks. My kill death ratio was awful. Not my fault. You saw how many times I had them dead to rights?
Look at that. Completely. They won in spite of him. Jesus Christ. 23 deaths. Jesus Christ. Like, just leave. once you see that like your deaths are fucking racking up, you're just a detriment to the team. Like, dude, just leave.
Hit them a million times, and then all of a sudden I'm instantly dead. Makes no sense. The one time the guy, all that was exposed was his head. I hit him twice in the head, no headshot registered. Then I die instantly. Complete nonsensical garbage fucking game. But that's a fucking Treyarch today. Sadly, I hate to say it. That's the level of work they put out. Not like back in the day where they actually cared or had some kind of like effort put into their fucking game development. Let's see what time is it. Still got over an hour left on stream, guys. Again, if you like Call of Duty, please support the stream tonight. Let's get support going for Call of Duty. The other night, I'll be honest, I wanted to go well on the day stream. It didn't do so well, which is why I said, hey, let's try it as a night stream. I want to keep this in the rotation, but I need people to actually show up positively,
Why? You clearly don't like the game at all. You're certainly not good at it, and you clearly don't like it. So why do you want to keep it in the rotation? That doesn't make any sense to me.
engaging and supporting with this stream. Please do so. Let's go.
I seriously don't know why he still plays these games. Well, this guy that he's shooting at, I mean, like, there's a whole thing happening here where you're aiming here and dude is over here. There's the first problem. Ooh.
How did you saw that? Dude.
Yeah, I saw you not shoot anywhere near that man.
He literally slid left, slid backwards right. You cannot fucking move like that in this game. You saw that nonsense. He's literally on the screen. You can't aim for that. That's not fucking normal movement. What is this garbage? What is this fucking game?
Was it fucking worth it?
He's sliding all over the place like he's fucking Iceman on a fucking ice slide. There's no way to hit someone when they move like that. You're kidding. He didn't die. He didn't die. Wow. This guy's not dead. This guy's not dead. Dude, this is insane. Why play? Why play when I fill them with bullets before they ever draw their weapon on me, but I die every time? Why play the fucking game?
You know you don't have to play, right?
This is so ludicrous. There's nothing I can do. You saw.
He's playing a mouse and keyboard, right? Does he have his sensitivity settings right?
Oh, he fucking walked right, then slid back, then went right again, which you cannot fucking do in an FPS game. Yeah, I can't.
Constantly overcorrect. That's what I'm saying. Like, he seems like he is overcorrecting. Like, has he worked on his mouse sensitivity or something?
Aim like that. There's no fucking way I can keep an aim on a guy like that with that garbage happening. So, why I get angry for dying when I'm still playing so good? Because I want to call out the game and critique it fairly, which I'm doing. The game is not that good. Just because I'm actually getting positive kill death ratios tonight doesn't mean that the game should
Except for the game that you weren't.
be like praised or said that it's better than it is. It's not. They messed it up. This game is really messed up. Again, how is it that I have entirely great matches and then entire laggy matches? It's the same game. Like, nothing changed. So why is it all of a sudden a completely different experience from match to match?
Because you're playing different people.
Okay, anybody else? I just cleaned up kick chat. Hey, anyone else? I told you no tolerance for that shit tonight. Get erased.
I got the drip. Go.
Ooh, he really told us. Ooh, get erased. I'm going to go crying to my mommy now.
I already told you what the schedule.
Ah, he's wearing his lovely lady sweater today. Let's jump over to Rafael. He was late, so he was quite late. He was 10 minutes late. And thanks for the 5, honey. I appreciate you. I think he's just on autopilot when asking for money. I really love this game. Would love to keep playing it, but need some support. Yeah, that makes sense. Like the one time when he was like, my brain just tells me to just keep asking for more. I don't know. Maybe he's upset because he's wage quit so many already, maybe?
One, how you doing? Welcome back. On today's show, I will be reviewing some tech right here live from Renton, Washington, which is located in the USA. That's right. As you know, recently I've been doing a lot of upgrades around here, and since most of the hardware has been locked down, I've been working on peripherals, touches here and there. And today, on the show, what I'd like to do is actually spend a segment showing you some of the improvements that I have made that have dramatically improved my performance in games like Call of Duty.
Oh, are we doing this again? He did this on Christmas. He did it before Christmas.
So today I'll show you some of the things that have been kind of in flux and I've been testing and give you my honest opinions about different kinds of things, including desk mats and wrist rests and more. That's going to be a fun segment because I'll actually
I highly doubt that it's going to be a fun segment.
give you some advice if you're building your own office. Plus, today, of course,
Don't take any advice from this man. I repeat, do not take any advice from this man. Even if you think it's good advice, check with somebody else first.
we'll get caught up with all the current games and playthroughs. We'll have some fun interactivity and chill vibes. Good show today. I'm excited. It's going to be more laid back, but it's also going to be pretty fun. So, sit back and relax, ladies and
If it gets any more chill, I'm going to have to start checking it for a pulse, sir.
gentlemen. It's a midweek episode of the
I may have to bow out of this. Fuck, I might have to bow out of this. I don't know if I want to do this shit for an hour and a half either.
Level 1 Podcast. All right, what is going on, everyone? Welcome to the show. It's the Level 1 Podcast, live from Renton, Washington. Wow, I almost couldn't even say that. Today is Tuesday, the 6th of January, 2025. Of course, I'm DSP, and I welcome you here to the show. Hope you're all doing well, and I hope you're ready to relax and have a good time with me here today. It should be a good time with everything that we've got to talk about. Getting you all caught up on all the current playthroughs and stuff because we've actually had some interesting changes to the schedule as of yesterday. But also, like I said, I've actually been doing some active updates to my studio over the course of the last
Toxie, what's the goal we have to hit for us to make you stay here and suffer? Why would you want me to stay here and suffer?
month and a half. A lot of them you know about. I've told you about the OLED monitor a ton of times and you see me play a bunch of games on it. But a lot of it you don't because it's more behind the scenes stuff. And so today, what I'd like to do is point out some of the things that I've been testing because honestly, I tested quite a few different things to try to find the right level of comfort and performance. And in a lot of ways, it's tough to do, to be honest. Like there's a lot of options out there for certain things. Like for example, let's say you're building, something for like a gaming setup and you need to have a good, comfortable setup so that when you're playing on mouse and keyboard, you get enough comfort, but you're also getting support and you get something that works different kinds of gaming sessions. Well, there's a million options. Like no exaggeration, there's so many kinds of wrist rests out there. And I hadn't really taken it seriously. Like previously I'd had like crappy ones and things that were either cheap off Amazon or whatever. And I decided to actually do some research and actually try out various different ones. And today what I'd like to do is show you, hey, this is what I was using. Here's what I thought about it in this situation or that situation. Because sometimes it's good for one thing, but not another. Like for example, maybe there's something that's really good for typing. It's not very good for gaming. So I'm going to give you that information today with a live review. If you're not interested in that, that's perfectly fine. But I figured, hey, I've got all of this, knowledge now that I'm accumulating. Why not share it with my audience for some variety on today's show? There you go. So we're going to do a little rundown. I'll actually have
What knowledge? What knowledge do you have?
the camera on over here, and I'll show you different things in place and how they work and things like that. It should be pretty fun if you're into that kind of thing. And, of course, we're going to hang out and chill and interact and have a good time together. So, good stuff today. And then, of course, after today's podcast, we are going to jump into Arc Raiders for the first time this week. And I'm actually excited for Arc Raiders today because I made a decision, much like I'm making all these decisions this week, like, oh, if I play RimWorld, we're going to do one more stream and then we're taking it seriously and we're starting a new run at normal difficulty and stuff like that. I've been getting feedback in Arc Raiders. People are like, you've been doing free loadouts now for ages. Are you ever going to get serious about the game and actually risk your real loadouts? You're going to have your real weapons and your items with you. Because really, that's part of Arc Raiders. It's supposed to be risk-reward. Like, the risk is, you're taking good equipment and you can play better because of it. But at the same time, if you die, you lose all that equipment. But the reward is that you have a successful run and now you get a whole bunch of loot and rewards. So, yes, as of today, I've decided I'm actually going to take it a lot more seriously in regards to the runs. And so we will do that today. Set up, real kits and drop for real and try to actually get these upgrades that I've been trying to get now for 2-3 streams. So, should be a good stream overall. We've got the podcast and then some chill vibes in Arc Raiders. Someone's commenting on my collar. That collar drives me insane. Is it supposed to look like that? No, do you want to know what this collar's supposed to look like? You ready? I'll show you. That's legitimately what this sweater is supposed to look like. It's supposed to be, I guess, I don't know.
Okay, so wear it like that. Or I don't want to say unbutton. I don't want to say unbutton the top 2 buttons because, but that might maybe make it look better.
It's a mock turtleneck or whatever. And personally, I like it. Okay, I like it like that. But when I wore it like this last year, when I first bought it, everyone basically said, that looks terrible. Oh, you have a button? You're not supposed to have your collar button like that. So basically I said, all right, forget it. And I unbuttoned it like that. So there you go. Like, either way is fine with me. I don't really give a crap. But people were basically complaining when I first bought this sweater last year. So there you go. We already have shout outs to do.
So everybody basically was like, oh, that looks like fucking gay or whatever, like they do. And so you unbuttoned it. Okay.
Thank you so much. Chef Demesky is here this morning. Just gifted 5 memberships to the community. Thank you, Chef. It's good to see you. And
It's a very ugly lady sweater.
thanks for stopping by and supporting
That is for sure.
the channel so early this morning. Let's actually get that up on the leaderboard, and congrats to anyone who just got a gifted membership. Very nice. Nice, good early support here. Thank you, Chef.
Oh, big ups Digital Melanin with the lady sweater emote. I love it.
So, by the way, I'm going to say hello to everyone. Oh, got another contribution from Chef. Hold on a second here. Chef did a $10 super chat. He says, Happy Tuesday, Phil. I've been enjoying the Arc Raider streams. Snazzy sweater, by the
Slow down, Ryan.
way. Thank you, Chef. Yes.
Slow down,
I'm
Ryan.
also enjoying the Arc Raiders streams. The vibe is chill when I play, usually, although there is always a level of
You're too old to say the vibe is chill. Stop it.
risk and interesting to see.
I'm almost as old as you. You're too old to say the vibe is chill.
Well, I'll get, that randomized chance to get something great, or, get nothing at all, or, oops, you made a mistake and now you die and you lose a bunch of stuff. I really do like the loop of this extraction shooter genre now that I know exactly what it is. Keep in mind, till a month ago, I had no clue what this was. I'm very happy that I gave it a chance because people kept asking me to play it, and, eventually they convinced me. And now it's been a great part of my gameplay loop, right? This last month, I've had a great time with it. So, today will definitely be good, for sure. If you stick around for Arc Raiders, because like I said, we're going to do it a little bit differently today and actually get a little bit more risk, but hopefully get more reward as well. I really want to get that bench upgrade today, okay? So thank you, Chef. All right, let's say hello to everyone. How's everyone doing this morning? Welcome to the stream. Who do we got today? We got Cheetah Man. We got Chris. We got Peak Kinekuman. I don't even know what that means. We got Sep and Argo. Wok. Who else do we got? Of course, we got Chef. Mass Effect. You've never played Dragon Age, but instead of playing those, you opt to go play Knights of the Old Republic, right?
Taxi, what real job would DSP be best at? Human speed bump? That was fucked up, but I thought it was funny.
Which is fine, and I did do that for the record, but it was a good way
I don't know, he could maybe like taste things to make sure they weren't poison. Because if they kill them, it'd kind of be like,
to get the history of the series after basically I had played, those more modern versions to then go back and see what BioWare had done before. You see, I think right now, if I'm going to play extraction shooters, I should focus all my time on Arc Raiders. Like, that's the game everyone wants. That's the game that, I should be playing more and investing more time in, because I'm only playing it like twice a week and I'm not making very much progress, right? So, there you go. I'm being told Tarky is more mill sim, Arc is casual. So you're saying it's more of a serious sim? Anyway, so no, I'm not really interested right now in Escape from Tarkov, but like I said, never say never. These days, I don't like completely shooting down ideas, because it seems like every time that I shoot down an idea, when I eventually try it, it works. So, shame on me, maybe, for not listening all these years, but at the same time, I am doing a lot right now, and I don't think that I should take more stuff on my plate. We're already kind of doing, Arc Raiders and everything, and I'm liking Arc Raiders, and it's working, Yeah, everyone's saying Tarkov's super immersive. It's very deep, many moving parts, involves sweaty type of game, but rewarded if you become a dedicated player. Wow. Interesting. Okay, cool. Big Larry Gaming just sent a $2 tip. That is our first tip of the day. Let's get it up on the leaderboard. Okay, and Big Larry says the following. A demo of Dragon Quest VII is coming out at the end of this week. It would be a good
Ooh, medical college cadaver. I like it.
test stream to see if it works for your content. Seems to be about 2 to 3 hours of content that transfers to the main game. Have a good day. Oh, interesting. I'll have to look into that. I am interested in that. Like I said, I love Dragon Quest. We haven't played a Dragon Quest game in a very, very long time. And Dragon Quest VII Remake looks good to me. But like you just said, I have no idea if it will work for my content. It seems like every time I try to play an RPG, it's incredibly hard to get an audience for it. Right now, we're kind of booked for the rest of the week. Today we're doing Arc Raiders and RimWorld. Tomorrow we're doing Claire Obscure and more Arc Raiders. Thursday we're doing Pokemon and Call of Duty. And Friday we got a new game, Code Violet, and it's the return of Street Fighter 6 to Friday Night Fights. We're giving it a shot. But that doesn't mean that like next week maybe we couldn't try this demo if people are interested. So what I'd like is everyone's opinion. Are you interested in the Dragon Quest VII demo? Is this something that I should check out? Let me know, yes or no. Okay, what's going on? More people are saying hello. Good morning, Game Boy. How are you? Troy441 keeps asking me what controller it is that I've been using for gaming. So about a month ago, I bought this guy. Your triggers. So if you play FPS and you want it to be more responsive right away, you can actually have it like that, or you can have it be the standard depress it all the way trigger. The PlayStation 5 controller, almost no games really even actively use it or use it effectively. So
I didn't know he was going to be like 10 minutes late. Damn. I did not get the skip juice I thought we would get. I'm kind of pissed off about it. Thought we were going to have like 20 minutes or something. We do not.
Not a big deal to me.
Oh, we're close-ish, but eh.
Okay. Oh, we got another contribution. Hold on.
Oh, boy. Come on, what are we doing here, guy?
Someone took $2 and says, a YouTuber has confirmed doing a documentary that will expose people who orbit famous YouTubers and visible content. Like, wouldn't that be more interesting to see what kind of person would do that? And June was against it. He said, no, I don't think that's interesting. I don't think that that would be something that people would watch. I disagree. I think that the real lolcows in this situation become the community surrounding the person. Because the person is just trying to get by. Maybe they're nuts and maybe they do wacky, weird things. but they're just trying to get by and have a normal life, despite the fact that maybe it's publicized on the internet. But it's these weirdo, obsessive communities that form around them that I think are way more fascinating of a tale. So, hey, if someone's making a documentary on that, maybe I'd be interested in watching it, you know? All right. Well, thanks for $2 there. And Lance Catamaran has gifted our first sub of the day over on Kick. Thank you, Lance. That's our first Kick support of the day. I appreciate that. Loves to spooge, what a name. Says, hey, just so you know, I bought Tainted Grail because of your streams, so I'm glad that you got to play it. I'm glad to hear that. Again, for me, I think what's going to become more commonplace, but also I need to start to learn to accept, is that not every game that I like is going to work. And I mean that, like, not every game that I personally enjoy is going to end up working for my streams. There are certain games that will and certain games that won't, and I have to find that right balance and know when it's pushing it too far and playing it too much if no one's caring. For example, with Tainted Grail, all right.
Ring the bell, I'm tapped. Yeah, this is going to be a long one, I think.
I played it 3 times. I played it as a premiere stream when it was a secret. Then I did it as a full daytime stream, and then I did it as a night stream. All right? It's just not working. I'm not getting a good audience that really cares that much about it.
He's not going to do the wrist rest thing that's sitting over there, is he? This thing right here? I hope that's not what the whole review is going to be about.
And at some point, you got to say, all right, I gave it 3 tries.
Does Phil have friends IRL? No, he does
I
not.
think that's enough. And it sucks because I like the game. But sometimes
He talks to his pay pigs and his lackeys and his mods and shit, but they aren't friends.
it's not about what I like. It's about what's going to work for the streams. And in this case, I think it made sense to say, all right, that's enough, move on. But I'm glad that I played enough. I played, what, like 6 hours or something like that? I think I played it enough that people got a taste for what it is and will know whether or not they want to check it out. And that's really the goal of my content to begin with, is to give you an honest take on the games that I'm trying and let you know, like, a kind of an every man mentality here. You know, average dude is just playing it. What would you think of it? There you go.
Oh, okay. So you're not a serious gamer anymore. You're just going to try a game and then quit it. Oh, is this the spin that we're going to take this year? You're not going to play games till the end, which you don't have to. Like, you can do whatever the fuck you want, but...
Personally, I love it. So if anyone is playing Tainted Grail right now as a result of my content of it, I'm really glad to hear that, and I hope that you enjoy the game.
He's just here to simply review the games and tell us if they're any good or not. Okay.
I'm smacking. It's funny because the detractor meme has now been lip smacking. It's not lip smacking. It's my tongue. It's my mouth. And it's basically when I'm talking and I swallow. Or for example, yesterday, I sneezed. And when I sneezed, Niagara Falls. What does that mean? I have post-nasal drip. I've had it my whole life. So if my nose tickles or I sneeze or whatever, basically I get gross, you know, phlegm and yuck dripping down the back of my throat. And the only real way to clear it out is to, like, go snorting and stuff. Now I'm muting that now. I have the drop button, so I mute it when I do it. But basically, my mouth was all screwed up as a result of it, too. So as I was talking yesterday, I was smacking my lips, but I wasn't. What I was doing is actually...
Yeah, 20 years in, he's going to dabble now. He's just going to play the game a few times and give you a little taste of it. And then you can see if you want to try the game or not. I guess this is the new cope for when he wage quits something. Well, you know, I'm not going to play the game all the way through.
My tongue and my mouth. It's going to rehydrate, basically, before I talk. And it was prominent during the earlier stream, like the podcast. I was doing it a lot. These idiots are, again, they hyperfixate on everything, so they've started counting the smacks, they're calling them, even though they're not lip smacks. My lips aren't involved at all. It's like a...
Who else was counting the lip smacks? Besides me. Was that me? Was that a direct... The one day we were counting the lip smacks.
But basically, my mouth was all screwed up as a result of it, too. So as I was talking yesterday, I was smacking my lips, but I wasn't. What I was doing is actually my tongue and my mouth. It's going to rehydrate, basically, before I talk. And it was prominent during the earlier stream, like the podcast. I was doing it a lot. These idiots are, again, they hyperfixate on everything, so they've started counting the smacks, they're calling them.
Did I just get confirmed? Was anybody else? Was any other person who streams counting them? Like we had the lip smack counter?
Even though they're not lip smacks, my lips aren't involved at all. It's like a mouth smacking. And I guess it's perfectly fine. Let them hyperfixate on whatever they want. But that's their new meme. It's hilariously stupid and they're brain dead. Anyway, so, cool. Where we want to start today, we have a bunch of stuff to do. First off, so very briefly, I already told you what the schedule is for the week, right? So people are asking me, what should I do in regards to Street Fighter 6? And honestly, as of right now, I think we're going to do it on Friday night. That could change. If enough people, like, rally and they're like, no, Phil, don't do it, stop. I won't do it. But it's kind of a split audience. It seems like it's a 50-50 split on this, okay? And what I mean by that is some people are like, yeah, we like Street Fighter. We like when you play it. Yes, there's rage involved, but at the same time, it's fun to see you learn a game and persevere and have awesome matches where you can kick someone's butt. At the same time, you know, when you get your butt beat in your raids, that's also entertaining. So there's a good amount of people who want to see me go back to it, especially those who were there for that 1.5-year ride of me playing Street Fighter 6, getting all those characters to master and basically playing it a ton. They want that to return. They miss those days of me having.
Remember us little guys now that you're a top tier detractor? No, somebody said that Shower Scam did it in one of their videos, which is a really good channel if you don't watch Shower Scam. And then somebody else said that they saw somebody who did it.
Competitive edge every Friday night.
It was just weird that he said they were counting them.
But at the same time, there's another half of my audience, and they have some valid points. Let me tell you. Here's the valid point that they have, and I respect this point, okay? Basically, the way I see it, people now are coming to my streams more to relax. Most of you who are here right now for this podcast aren't here for drama, aren't here for any kind of rage. You're here just to relax with me, right? You want to see what I'm up to this morning?
120 lip smacks, 327 throat clears, and 3 belches in case you want the official numbers.
We have some conversation, here's some topics. That's what you're here for. For our creators, yeah, you want some suspenseful gameplay. You want to see if I complete the runs, but at the same time, you want to hang out with me. Like, that's been a major part that's been happening, is this social aspect to my streams, correct? So, that being said,
I don't know, Toxie. I'm thinking he saw it. Yeah, I haven't been here for like a week, but before that, we did do one where we were counting was it the marathon? I think it was the marathon.
people are worried that if I do a Street Fighter 6 stream, that's not going to happen. First of all, how can you possibly hang out with me and interact with me if I'm playing Street Fighter 6 and it's taking up all of my time and attention? That's a valid point. When I'm playing these competitive games, I really don't have opportunity to talk with you. Instead, it's more about being focused on the game and if I can make any...
But you're just reviewing it, right? So you really shouldn't be taking the game that seriously. You're just reviewing it. Thanks for the 5 big ups, Toxie. You potentially made the list of detractors Phil definitely 100% doesn't watch nor care about. Thank you.
Progress. So that's number one, and that's a given, right? Number two, it's going to bring drama. You know, the trolls are going to come out for it. You know there's going to be stress involved. And a lot of people are like, dude, I thought that you were trying to reduce the amount of drama and reduce the amount of stress. Now all of a sudden you got Call of Duty back in the mix, and now that that's back in the mix, now you got Street Fighter 6 back in the mix, right? So all I want to say is understand, number one, okay, this is...
Number one, I'm desperate for something that's going to work. Number one, I'm desperate and I need money very badly.
Not 100% a guaranteed massive return for Street Fighter 6 at all. This very well could be a one-off night stream, a return of Friday Night Fights just for throwback purposes. We give it a shot and we see how it works. And if it doesn't really work, then I don't have to ever do it again. I'm not saying no Friday Night Fights ever again. I'm just saying forget Street Fighter 6, right? Remember, the reason that I quit out from the game is because I was bored with it. You know, it's been about a year. Does that mean that I'm actually going to like the game as much? Probably not, right? So I don't know. We'll see. Let's see how it goes. Like I said, I'm going to stick to 4 characters who I was really entertained by playing back when I was playing the game. None of them are top tiers. In fact, most of them are bottom tier. Let's see how it goes and go from there, all right? Now, like I said...
But why? Why would you... That doesn't even sound fun. I'm going to play this game where there's absolutely meta and there's absolutely certain characters that I should use, and I'm not going to. I'm going to purposefully play the shittiest characters where the chances of me winning are so low after not having played this game for a very long time. What? That sounds terrible. That sounds absolutely terrible.
Anyone.
There's a channel that tracks his bags. Isn't it? Is it called Detractor Red? Or there used to be, what happened to Frawny? Wasn't there Frawny the Tractor? I don't know what happened to Frawny. I think there's one that's called Detractor Red.
Disagrees, or there's a staunch reason why I should not be playing this on Friday, let me know. But I think it's worth a one-off shot. And if it doesn't work, that's fine. But on the flip side, maybe it'll go well. Maybe it'll be entertaining for everyone, and maybe we'll have some fighting games back in the rotation. I don't know. Let's find out. If anything, it's going to be interesting. There's 3 characters I've never seen. I've never seen Elena, Sagat, or C. Viper in this game. You know I'm going to lose to them nonstop because I'm not going to know what the hell's going on, right? So it'll be interesting, to say the least. So that, yes, I'm probably going to play that on Friday, okay? The other thing that was in question is what's going on with Call of Duty, right? Because Call of Duty now, I'm playing with all of my new equipment, some of which we're about to look at right now, actually, because like I said, we're going to have this segment where I look at this tech and stuff. So I'm doing well. Last night, I played Call of Duty Black Ops 7. It went really well. I had one of my best sessions ever, for the record.
It didn't look like it went very well, but all we saw was what Snort Hogan clipped, but I don't know. It still didn't look very good.
I think there was only one match where I had a negative kill death ratio. Every other match I broke.
Tragedy, thanks for the 5, honey. I appreciate you. Picturing you sitting at a round table in a dark room with Tevin, Snort Hogan, and Raw Phil as you plan your mafia-like takeover of this man's whole existence.
broke even or I was above. I was positive. That never happens. I think that's a direct result of no input lag, better peripherals with this mouse and keyboard, and other things that I've improved, which I'm going to show you in a minute. I did really well. In fact, we were using the new drone that we unlocked last time. The drone is excellent. It has a sniper drone. You can fly it around and get a bunch of kills with it, which is really awesome. And we were using an assault rifle all night because that was one of the challenges. And we were also using the tagging grenade, I think it's called. You throw it and it tags the enemy and then you kill them when they're tagged. And we got that done. We actually unlocked at the very end of the night the ballistic knife. That's the knife that shoots a projectile. So I'd like to try that out, obviously, because I haven't had a chance to use it yet. But then we swapped from the Peacemaker assault rifle to another one. I think it was called like the M17 or something. And that was even better than the Peacemaker. So we were actually doing good. Like, it was fun because I was actually doing well. It wasn't just me sucking and raging the whole night. And so because of that, I am going to play it again Thursday night. However, here's how it went with support. We had about $60 of support, and then all of a sudden in the last hour, 2 people did a whole bunch of super chats. One guy dropped like $140 or something like that, and another guy did like a $65 super chat. And of course, the accounts came out of nowhere, never heard of them before. Who could they really be? Who knows, right? Not that it matters. I don't microanalyze every contribution that I get.
Yes, you do.
But yeah, I would more.
That's just a weird, like, why would you say that? That's just a weird thing to say. The elite snort council.
Or have it be that we get a good crowd of people that are all there and they like it so much that they all support it, and it's basically a massively like crowdfunded success rather than
Yes, as a member of the elite snort council.
2 people basically supported it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to see how things go on Thursday night. I like Call of Duty right now. I'm actually enjoying myself with it, and I want to play it more. And
You didn't sound like you were enjoying yourself very much. Let me guess. You hit that arbitrary goal that doesn't exist, so you love it? Who would have thought?
keep it in the rotation. But yeah, we'll see. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's see what happens and go from there. I want to play it again Thursday night. So that means 2 multiplayer streams. Thursday night is Call of Duty Black Ops 7, and Friday night is Street Fighter 6. All right, we'll see how all that goes. Cool. Oh, one other thing. This actually just happened. So there's a new thing called Kick Bounties that's going on. What Kick has done is they're partnering with certain games.
Ooh, it sounds like money. That we know that that's got your little ears perked up.
And basically, these games are kind of doing like sponsored deals on Kick. What does that mean? That means that
It means you get money. I can tell. Your ears are perked up. Your little nipples are hard. You're excited. It must be money.
if you can complete a certain level of challenges while playing a game on Kick, you are eligible to possibly
Get money?
win something.
Money?
For example, right now what's going on with these Kick Bounties is if you play Arc Raiders, and if you do, I think it's like 5 different kinds of drops. Like you have to drop certain areas or extract in certain ways. And if you can complete that all on one stream and you keep your stream archived on Kick,
Do you get money?
they enter you into a contest to possibly win 500 subs. Now, that's
Money. Very good.
nothing to smirk at. 500 subs is a lot of income, right? That's huge. My issue with it is that if you take a look at the actual criteria to enter the contest, it's a lot of work. It's like, so you got to drop here, you got to extract this way and this way, and it's a lot. Like, you would have to do it all in like a stream. It would be hours of work to do it. And you do all that, that's your whole stream. And that's just to get a chance at a sweepstakes. Because that's essentially what it is. You have to complete all those criteria just to get entered into a sweepstakes where only one person will win.
Is DSP the most narcissistic person I've ever seen? No.
I don't like that at all. I don't. Sorry, I'm against that. Like, for me,
Top 5. But the most? For me personally? No.
here's what I would like. Let's say you spend 3-4 hours on a stream doing these criteria, and you're guaranteed 10 subs. We will
Unfortunately for Philipper, I mean, grade A narcissist. I mean, primo. Great job. Great job, Mama Burnell, making this narcissistic man. But he's not smart enough to be a top tier narcissist. He's a narc, sure. But this is a very run of the mill narc. He's not smart enough to be a top tier narcissist. And I know those.
We'll give you 10 subs today if you do this. Fine, that sounds good to me. I would much rather just earn the 10 subs and have a guaranteed, reward for the work I'm putting in than do a whole stream of this for a minute chance to win because it's a sweepstakes. I don't think that's the way that bounty should be done. That's just my personal take. You can completely disagree. I'm not going to say, hey, Kick shouldn't do this, but they can do whatever they want.
Well, why don't you do all the challenges and then maybe that you'll be entered into a drawing to watch them eat food? Maybe that would work better for you.
But just so everyone knows, that's why I'm not participating. That doesn't make sense to me. To put in the effort of an entire stream to enter a sweepstakes where you have a tiny chance to win doesn't seem to make sense. If it was a guaranteed, even if it was a guaranteed small reward, I'd still probably do it. But to just have a chance makes no sense at all. Okay, so that's my take. That's if you're wondering why is Phil not doing these Kick Bounties thing, that's why. Maybe they'll do different bounties in the future for games I'm playing, and I would consider them. But this one for Arc Raiders, I'm not interested. Okay, I'm not gonna put. Imagine that an entire stream dedicated to doing it. I do it at the end, and it's like, okay, sweepstakes entry, you get nothing out of it. Well, what did I just waste my stream for, right? Okay, so
I mean, he's obviously narcissistic. He love bombs. He devalues. He does silent treatments. He bans people. He treats people like garbage. He guilt trips, and they let the classic things that narcs do. The problem with it is that the top tier narcissists are aware of their narcissism, and they can hide it a little bit better. They can mask it a little bit better. The top tier narcissists are the ones that are really, really dangerous. Yeah, this guy gets it over on the retards and the wheelchairs, but he doesn't fool anybody with a halfway functioning normal brain. Everybody can see it a mile away. Now, the ones that are truly top tier, that takes, in some cases, years to spot, if ever. Top-tier narcissists can fool renowned psychologists and psychiatrists for years and things like that. He is just simply either too lazy or not smart enough, and I believe it's not smart enough. He just simply isn't. Top-tier narcissists are aware of their inflated ego, but they're smart enough to know to keep their inflated ego in check. This guy is just so publicly sloppy. He rages and he screams and, give me your mailing address. You can eat shit out of my fucking ass. I'll send you a spoon. No, I'm sorry. That is what I would consider like a low functioning narcissist. He's narcissistic, but he's too sloppy to keep his fucking shit together. He won't ignore the trolls. He won't let shit go. He has to have the last word. So yeah, he's a dick. But like a top tier, actually smart one? No.
That's that. All right, so this week, there will be more Call of Duty on Thursday night. We're trying out Street Fighter on Friday night, all right? And we'll see how all that goes. Keep in mind, new game on Friday. It's, what's it called? Code of Violet. That's the spiritual successor to Dino Crisis. I'm excited to try that out.
He's not particularly a very good liar. He attempts to cope too hard. It just, again, because of the ego, because of the arrogance and things like that, he has all those classic, signs of narcissism. Just, I wouldn't necessarily say that this guy is pushed up into like, S tier, pinnacle peak of narcissism. No, this dude's just an asshole.
There's also another game coming out on Friday, but we're probably not going to play it immediately because I'm curious if it's good. It's this game about, I guess, people in hazmat suits are like taking in like people and scanning them to see if they're sick or not or something like that. And I don't exactly know how it works, but people are saying it might be the next hot indie game. So if it ends up being good, maybe we'll play it next week. Okay, so that's a possibility. Geez, what else? There's so much. Oh, so Thursday morning, all right, at the time frame here where I would normally do my level 1 podcast, it's going to be the most disappointing games of the year countdown right here on the channel. So it'll be a little different format because it won't formally be a podcast. It'll be during the same exact time as the podcast. And what I'm going to do is run through my most disappointing games of 2025. I'll be playing some video of each game and talking over it and telling you why I felt like it was a disappointing game for the year. People look forward to these year-end series every year. So the first one is Thursday morning right here, same time, same place as today, okay? You need to have some time to put that together. I'm going to start working on that either tonight or tomorrow and get it all together so I have those videos lined up so we can do the show live on Thursday morning, okay? So that's coming too. Cool. Emperor First says, I think the game is called Infected Quarantine. Oh, yeah? Is it on Steam? Because we got it in the, when we were looking at the games on Christmas. Apparently it is not on Steam. Have I ever had Popeye's wings before? I don't think so, no. I've had their tenders, but I don't think they've actually had their wings.
Oh, God, no. Please, not more searching on the internet. Are you actually going to show us your screen?
No, isn't it called Quarantine Zone The Last Check? I think that's what it's called. Quarantine Zone The Last Check. Yeah. There it is.
None of the Kino bullied me versus King Snake narrative contradictions.
Yeah.
Right, basically.
It's coming out January 12th. Oh, 12. Oh, I thought it was Friday. It's not. It's January 12th. Okay. I'll add it to my wish list here. Cool. From Devolver Digital. Yeah, it's a critical checkpoint during a zombie outbreak. Interesting. And this guy just got hammered in his nuts with a sledgehammer. Holy crap. That's brutal. Oh, you can hit people in the head? Oh, man, hit him in the nuts. Okay. It could be interesting. It actually looks decent. All right. So that's the 12th. So next week, perhaps, we'll check that out. Yeah, that could be a good new game to check out next week, along with maybe this Dragon Quest 7 demo. If people want me to check that out, too, I would check that out as well. Okay? Good. Okay, cool. So, what I would like to do now, everybody...
What did you miss? He hasn't reviewed that tech yet, if that's what you're waiting for.
So I'd like a little segment where I'm going to run down some of the tech and stuff that I've been testing over the last...
here we go. If you're waiting for the tech segment, here it comes.
...couple of weeks. You guys haven't really known about it, but I've been doing it kind of behind the scenes and trying to figure out the best, setup for my new stuff here in the office and everything. Oh, by the way, hold on. Shout out to Give Me Back My Twitter, who did a $5 super chat. He said, 120 lip smacks. I already explained they're not lip smacks. My lips aren't involved at all, but you could just say smacks. So 120 smacks. 327 throat clears. That's just nonsense. There's no way I did 327 throat clears on any kind of a stream because I hate to tell you, I mute them now. So that's just nonsense. You're actually full of crap there. And 3 belches, in case you wanted the official numbers, I would believe 3 belches because likely those all took place during gameplay where I couldn't mute it. But when I'm doing podcasting like this or whatever, I do mute it. Like just that.
Yeah, he's supposed to be reviewing tech. We'll see.
When it happens, okay? I am doing my best to try to become a better streamer, to try to do the drops when these things are happening, so they don't bother you. I don't want these things to annoy the audience. I'm trying to get better as a content creator now that I have the equipment to do it. Previously, I didn't. Now I do. All right? But there was absolutely no way I did 327 throat clears when I'm actively doing my best to try to mute them while I'm talking. That sounds like baloney. All right? So there you go. Sorry about that. I don't believe you there. But nevertheless, that's a $5 contribution. And then Lance Catamaran just gifted a second sub over on Kick. You know what? As we're about to head into the next segment of the show, I might as well just bring up the fact that if you enjoy my content, it would be great if you could engage and support it in some way on today's stream. And here are the ways that it goes. Number 1, if you're watching live, liking the content, hitting that like button, and or subscribing to the channel or following the channel, depending on what you're watching, helps a lot. All of this adds engagement. It adds, numbers to show how many people are following, and all of that helps the content. So if you could do that, if you could like the stream, subscribe to the channel, follow the channel wherever you're watching, that would be great, and thank you in advance to anyone who does that. It's also free to do, so it'd be great if you could do it, okay? No, I did not deny the smacks. I know the smacking is happening, just it's not really intrusive to me. Like, I've heard it, I'm like, it's not a big deal, but, again, hyperfixation from some people, right? Okay, so if you are watching right now live and you like the content and you want to go above and beyond and directly support it, I would greatly appreciate if you could do that. The levels of support that a stream receive allow me to determine the priority and order that I play games and the frequency that I do. Obviously, if a game is getting more support, I'm more apt to play it more often because it means that you guys want it more and you're willing to show up for it and engage and support with that content, right? So, if you're on the YouTube side, today you could do a super chat, you could become a member of the channel, or you can give some memberships to your fellow community members. All of that is great, and it's a great way to support the content via the YouTube side. On the Kick side, you can throw some kicks my way in the chat, or you can become a paid subscriber, or you can give some subscriptions to your fellow viewer, okay? So all of that's great as well. You may consider contributing via one of those ways. Or, if you don't want to involve yourself with either side, you can do a contribution via my PayPal, that's called a tip. And to do that, you type !tip into either chat. A command will pop up to do so, and it'll explain how to do it. Thanks to anyone who does that. If you're not watching live right now, if you just look at the description of the stream, there will be a link there where you can actually tip directly as well. And you can
Wow, we're doing like a long explanation of a bag here. Oh my god.
do that, or you could actually leave a super thanks on this video if you're watching it on demand on YouTube. And that's a way to basically do a super chat, but it's not on a stream, it's on a video. So all of those ways are absolutely great. They support the content, and they allow me to do what I love for a living and to implement all of these awesome improvements and changes that I have recently, okay? So thank you so much in advance to anyone who supports this content. You guys are awesome, and thank you so very much, okay? Fair enough? Okay. Alrighty then. So, let's go. This segment, we're now going to do the rundown of some of the stuff that I've gotten to improve everything. So let's talk about it, shall we? So, I have told you guys that recently, I upgraded all of my equipment. So for example, as you can see, I upgraded my keyboard. This is now the Asus ROG, or ROG, Republic of Gamers, Azoth keyboard, okay? Yes, it has fancy RGBs. That's not why I got it. I got it because it was rated one of the best keyboards for gaming right now for the value for the dollar. There are more modern versions of this. Like, I think there's like a 2.0 version. And when I was reading the reviews, people were basically saying it's more expensive, but doesn't really add any features that are viable for competitive play. Like, it has some extra bells and whistles, but it doesn't really add much, and it is an increase in price, like a price jump. So I just got the Azoth 1 model, okay? And I love it. All the keys have a textured top, which I really like about a keyboard that's not a smooth top, but a textured top. They're the clicky style keys, so you get that tactile feeling when you're playing with this keyboard. It has some added features, like for example, over here it has like an LED screen. Hold on.
So we're talking about the keyboard?
It has this LED screen here, and you can program the screen to do a whole bunch of stuff. Like, you can actually have it do animations and things. Like, you can have a thumbnail there. You can actually have it play a video loop, which I think is silly. Why do you need that on your keyboard? I just have it do defaults, like the date and time. Not that I would ever use it, but yeah. And it also has this knob. You can use it to do all kinds of things with your PC, like adjust the volume of your PC, adjust RGB settings on your PC, all kinds of stuff, okay? So, basically, it has a lot of features that I don't use. What I bought it for is the response time and the actual control, and I would say it's a very good keyboard for what it is.
It has a lot of features that I don't use.
Pricey? Yes. But at the same time, so far, I've loved it. And by the way, you might notice, I actually have it plugged in. And you might say, well, I thought that... Oh, hold on. You might say, I thought that it's a wireless keyboard. Here you go. Why is it plugged in? Apparently, it actually has even better response time when plugged in. So I left it, I'm just leaving it plugged in, and it's fine plugged in. It works well. We don't have to worry about recharging the battery or whatever. So there you go. The Asus ROG Azoth, I recommend it. So far, I really like it. I feel like playing on this thing has improved my gameplay of Call of Duty. Okay? So moving on from that basic upgrade, which you guys already knew about. Over here, we have the mouse, and this is my Razer Viper V3 Pro wireless mouse. It is the lightest mouse I have ever used in my life. It is insanely lightweight, which is
Movie sign, thanks for the 2, honey. I appreciate you. Why is he doing this recap again? Get bent, Phil. I think he really wants to talk about the wrist rest, but
Crazy because it has a very long life battery in it. So I was using it for about 2 weeks and never recharged it, and I just recharged it recently. Okay? I love this thing. This has the best response time of any mouse I've ever used. It absolutely controls very precisely, and I've been getting shots I've never gotten before in Call of Duty using this just for a couple sessions.
well, I didn't see any of those last night on that Snort Hogan video that we watched.
So if you want, it's a good mouse because the thing is, it's not overpriced. Like there are other mice like this that are they claim they're better models, okay, but they're more expensive. This one is supposed to be the best value for the dollar with the level of control that it has. I also do like that it's a longer mouse. It allows me to have better control of the mouse. I had a smaller one. I had this one, which is the Hero mouse from Logitech, and it's a little heavier, but it's a little too small, I feel, for competitive play. Like I was using it, and I didn't really like it as much. I definitely like the Razer mouse better. It just feels like just better control, okay? So those are the basic 2 peripherals that I have been using for gameplay recently. But actually, what I wanted to show you is that I have been doing some attempts at finding the right things to use with these peripherals. And one of the hardest things I think to figure out right now is what is the best way to go about having a wrist rest when you are going to be playing games online, because there's a lot of options, all right? Like there's a ton of options, all right? So to give you an example of some of the things that I've tested and have used, for the last year, I was actually using this thing, okay? This is, simply put, memory foam that's shaped like clouds, okay? It looks nice, right? It's aesthetically pleasing. And here, if I put it in my setup, right? It actually looks kind of nice. It pops on camera. You can even see, you know, look here on this camera here. It shows up nice on camera, does it not? And so it's been aesthetically pleasing. However, to be very honest with everyone, it's not very good for actual support, okay? I just don't really like it. It's all right, it's soft. And I would say when you're typing, like if you're typing on your keyboard, it's fine. But the moment that you go to play games, it's just not sufficient. It kind of feels a little sticky, like when sweat starts to come out of your wrist and it gets on there, it just doesn't feel very comfortable, and it doesn't give you the level of support.
Ew, what? Your wrists are sweating? Why?
That you're really looking for when you're doing competitive gaming. So I've had this for like a year, and I've been using it. To be honest, I don't really like it, okay? Like, it's just kind of, it was good looking, but I don't recommend. This is aesthetically good, or if you're only using your keyboard for typing, maybe I would recommend it, but I would not recommend this as like a gaming wrist rest, okay? So you can just take this and you can just throw it in the trash. All right, don't do that. If you have it, don't throw it in the trash. But what I've been doing is I've been testing various other rests to try to figure out like what's good that could be used for competitive gaming. All right, and I've tested a bunch now.
Oh, so he does want to talk about this wrist rest.
And I wanted to kind of run you through all the different types that exist, because there's a ridiculous amount of ones that exist, okay? So this is shaped memory foam, and you can get memory foam of so many different kinds. You can get ones that look like clouds, ones that look all fancy and stuff, all right? They're all pretty much the same, unless you go for one of the name brand, like gaming level ones. This is not that. This is more just a generic, you know, look, memory foam. You can squish it or whatever, but, you know, there's nothing special to it. You get one that's just black and it's generic. You get ones that are like gel, but they all are basically feeling exactly the same, all right? So I tried some different ones, and the one that I tried recently that I was looking online, and everyone swore that this was like really good, is this one. This is made of wood, and I think it's called Glorious, the Glorious Wooden Wrist Rest, okay? So it's literally a solid piece of wood that's been molded into a particular shape. As you can see, it's not perfectly flat. It has an incline that your wrists sit on, okay? And they painted it with this kind of like lacquer paint, so it's supposed to be like smooth on your skin. It looks nice. I'm not gonna lie, on the bottom, it's got rubber feet, so basically it sticks to your desktop, and it allows you to have support. And a lot of people swore by this and said, this is so good. It really is supportive. I tried everything else. It doesn't work. I swear by this Glorious Wrist Rest. It's so good. And, you know, they swear by it so much, they make it in all different sizes. In fact, here's another one for mouse size. So, you know, you can do it for your mouse. You do it for your keyboard. All right? So there you go. So I used it. What did I think? I don't like it. In fact, you can actually see why. Are you taking a look at the top of it right now? Do you notice something? Do you see something on the top of the wood right there? You see that it looks like almost like spots, right? So here's what I found is the problem with this keyboard, excuse me, with this wrist rest, okay? When you go to use it, at first it's actually very comfortable. And in fact, it gives you good support as you're typing or even if you're gaming, you know, with it. So it's good initially. Within about an hour of using it, your wrist starts to sweat, because that's just what happens. When skin is touching something, it starts to sweat. And when your wrist starts...
No, sir. My wrist never just starts touching something and then sweating profusely. That has never happened to me in the entire history of ever. That's not a thing that happens.
Starts to sweat, all of a sudden, moisture accumulates on the wood, and immediately you notice your wrist is starting to stick to the wood, which is very uncomfortable. You don't want your wrist to start sticking to it, right? So in reality, initially it's good, but the moment that things start to get heated in a game, it's not comfortable at all. And as you can see, what ended up happening was it actually started making sticky spots on the wood, which you can visibly see on it. So yeah, of course you can clean it, but the whole idea is you're not actually supposed to have that happen. Like, you're trying to have a comfortable gaming experience.
I'm sorry. I had to wrap my mind around it. Like that was the reason for the long pause. I'm just like, no, right? How much are you sweating, my dude? What is happening?
What I could say is maybe if you're just typing, much like with these memory foam wrist rests, if you're just typing, perhaps it's good, okay? But when you're actually gaming and you're actively trying to do stuff, quickly with your wrist, you're gonna have some friction against this. You're gonna have some sweat, and it's really not built for that. So as many people as recommended this online, I guarantee you none of them game. They're probably just people typing, and they don't know what the hell they're talking about. I don't recommend this at all for people who game, but maybe it's comfortable if you're just typing or maybe an office setting. It does look nice, don't get me wrong, like it's really nice looking, but I just don't see spending the money on it when it's gonna be sweaty and sticky the moment that you get into something serious, okay? So I bought the set, and I'm probably never gonna use them because I really don't like them after having tested them, okay? So there you go, all right? So there are other kinds of wrist rests as well. Okay, there's two currently that I actually really like that I want to recommend to you. And then actually what I'm going to do is also I'm going to show you that I tested a bunch for the mouse as well, because I have some discoveries there to show you. So there's two wrist rests that I'm currently using. Okay, this rest is the one that I'm currently using over.
We need to talk him into heated gaming gloves. Is that a thing? Heated gaming gloves. What?
For here, I just accidentally closed my app. Hold on. I didn't mute the music, did I? No, I just accidentally minimized it. So this is the wrist rest that I'm currently using over here for typing and updating the leaderboard and doing things on my capture and streaming PC. This is an insanely simple wrist rest. I'm going to show you what it is. Ready? It's silicone, and it's a hexagon silicone wrist rest. It's rubberized, and the thing is, it's very soft on the top. Unlike the wooden wrist rest, where it's a hard lacquered surface, and it basically builds up like sweat, this one does not. This one is actually very soft to the touch, and I feel like this kind of silicone material is basically meant to give you support, but also not make you sweat. Just whatever materials in the silicone, it feels good, it's smooth, and I've been using this now for a couple of days, and it hasn't really given me that level of discomfort that the
right, look at all this money that's gone now.
Pretty good for both typing and gaming. Okay, this particular brand I think is called, is it KC-Tron? I can't really read it. Keychron, that's what it is. Keychron, Keychron. Okay, I do recommend this. The best part about this, it's cheap. This is less than 20 bucks, and you can get it in all different sizes. This particular size is for like 10 keyless keyboards. See, it fits this one like perfectly. And it is a
heated gaming gloves are real. Oh, somebody please talk him into this. Please.
An incline, for the record, just like the wood was. See, there's an incline, and you can place it however you want, like right up to the keyboard, or you can place it slightly back, either whatever feels more comfortable to you. And because it is silicone, it sticks nicely to whatever surface you have it on. You don't need to have like feet on the bottom like this has. This one just naturally sticks because it's made of silicone. Excuse me, not silicone, silicone. All right? So I do recommend that one, okay? Now, if you want to go like a step up from that, the one that I'm using right now that I actually think is the best one that I have is this one right here. This one is called the HyperX. You can see it says right on it. HyperX Cooling Foam Wrist Rest. This one also has a rubberized bottom, so it sticks to, whatever surface that you want to have it on, okay? It's very lightweight, and it has a cooling gel on the inside, okay? And it's a very stretchy, smooth top. You see how stretchy that material is? So the thing that I like about this one is when you put your wrist on it, it feels like your wrist is going into a pillow. It really does. It feels like it's sinking in, and it's incredibly comfortable. It's also cooling gel, meaning, I'm not kidding, it feels cool to the touch as you use it. I used this all last night for Call of Duty. It was the best wrist rest I've ever used for anything in my life. It was incredibly comfortable. It was cooling to the touch. I never even built up a sweat on my wrist, which normally I did on the others. This one never built up any sweat because it's a fabric on top of cooling gel underneath. It was so good. This 100% I recommend. Now, I'm sure there's other brands as well. I just happen to buy the HyperX one, but this is probably, out of all these I tested, the best one I've ever used. So this is my top-of-the-line pick right now. Now, I do have one more.
What happened to the baguette? Does he still use the baguette?
Or I'm going to test. It just was on back order, and it's not showing up until later this week. So when I get that one, I might give you my opinion on that one, too. That's also like an official gaming peripheral brand that I want to try. But definitely, I love the HyperX wrist rest. Okay? There you go. Now, in regards to my wrist rest, this is a little bit different. And the reason I say that is because unlike the
oh, he's really excited for this thing.
Keyboard, okay? When you're using a mouse to game, you need something that's going to give you support, but also needs to be kind of maneuverable. Because think about it. As you're playing with this mouse, you're moving it all over your desk. You basically need to have something that's going to move with it. Because if not, then you have to reposition. And I've definitely seen that be an issue. So I have a whole bunch of different ones that I tried for the mouse. As I already explained, I did try the wood. And although the wood does give some really solid support, it just got sticky. As I started playing, I was like, oh, I don't like that. It's just sticking too much. So I ended up not liking the wood whatsoever. Okay? So first off, the most basic one you can even get for a mouse is literally this. It's a bag of beads. All right, you can get this anywhere. You can get this at an Office store. You can buy it on Amazon. It's probably under 20 bucks. I think this one I got at like Office Depot for like 12 bucks or 15 bucks or something.
I might be sad if he gets rid of the baguette.
Something like that, okay? To be honest,
I have an emote for the baguette.
with you, this is really good. This is actually really comfortable, okay? Usually it has
I have no idea how your wrists would sweat that much. It
ability to like stick. Some of them come with like a rubberized bottom, some don't. This one particularly didn't. But you just put your
like how hot is that room? Is it like 113 degrees in there?
hand right on it. That's not bad at all. It's very comfy. It's like having a pillow under your wrist and, you know, pretty maneuverable. However, the problem with this wrist rest, I know because I've used these before, okay? The problem with this wrist
There it is, the good old baguette.
rest is very simple. It's not durable at all, all right? This particular wrist rest will wear out quickly. What ends up happening is when you put your hand on this every day, just naturally sweat and skin start to sink into it, all right? Absorb into it, literally, because it's just cloth and beads. So within like a month or two, this will already start to discolor, and actually it'll start to wear out, and it won't be as effective or as good. And I've had these many times, and if you're going to use this, it's a good option, but you have to keep buying them. Like every 2-3 months, you end up having to like buy a new one. If you're okay
Alcohol sweats. Ugh.
with that, great. But, you know, most people don't want to have to buy a wrist rest every 3 months. They just want to have something that's going to last for a long time. So I wouldn't recommend this. This is like a good short-term solution, but it's definitely not something for lengthy gameplay or something you're going to have in your setup forever. You're going to have to keep replacing it, okay? So I recommend it. I do like it, and it's a very viable solution. It just doesn't last, all right? Now, there are pretty, you know, versatile options when it comes to mouse wrist rest. I've seen a bunch, okay? One kind would be just standard memory foam. Again, you've seen the Cloud. I didn't pull it out of the closet, but I had one that looked just like this. That's a Cloud. That's for the mouse instead of just the one for the keyboard. It's pretty much exactly the same situation. It'll give you some support, but sadly, it's not good enough for competitive gaming. Your wrist starts to get uncomfortable. And also, here's another thing, particularly with the mouse, okay? When you start to use it for extended periods of time, it flattens, and it's not giving you the support anymore. So it'll work for like an hour, and after an hour, all of a sudden you'll notice, oh, it's not supportive anymore. It's because you flattened it. And the memory foam doesn't have a chance to come back up because you keep using it, so it's not as good. So I don't recommend the basic memory foams ones. The memory foam ones are just not very good for gaming, again, in my opinion. Okay, they're good for typing, not for gaming. I wouldn't recommend one of the memory foams for the mouse, okay? So what about other options? Well, for example, what about something like this? This one
And he claims he's healthy, Mr. Sweaty Wrists.
is also known as cooling gel. This is ReeeCap is the company that makes this one. I got it off Amazon, and it's a contoured design. As you can see, it almost looks like two butt cheeks, right? It's like the butt cheeks rest. It's rubberized on the bottom, so it sticks in.
Who thought that? Who thought that other than you? The man obsessed with asses. Never blowing bubbles. Thank you for the 2, honey. According to DSP, this $2 is not worth your time.
Place. Or rubberized has that like silicone like
Well, according to douchebags like
shine
him.
to it, so it sticks in place. It's comfortable, okay? It is comfortable, and because it has this gel, this cooling gel, your wrist actually will not feel like warm or sticky, okay? However, after using it,
Your wrist shouldn't feel sticky. What is this? What is happening? Why?
for a while, I didn't like the level of support it gave my wrist. I felt like
I'm not using a wrist rest right now. And it is, my wrist is on my laptop. I'm not sticky. I'm not sweaty. I'm just sitting here. Like, I don't think I've ever had to take a break from playing a game like, oh God, my wrist is like so sweaty. Oh God.
it wasn't supporting my wrist enough. And actually, after using this for like a half an hour, my wrist actually started to get sore. So even though it seems comfy, it doesn't give the level of support as this HyperX. And in fact, just to give you a comparison, there's the HyperX. Do you see? The HyperX is like almost twice as thick as this mouse wrist rest. So that's why the HyperX just gives you way more support. It's just much better. So that is a better product, in my opinion, while this one is just kind of flat and it doesn't really do that much, all right? So honestly, I didn't really like that one, okay? I was looking then after that for ones that were more contoured, and I got a product here, and to be honest, I forgot what the name of it is, and I looked, and it doesn't even have a name on it, okay? But this one
Yeah, this is really bad, Try-J.
is an actual contoured memory foam wrist rest, and the way this one is built is that it's actually supposed to fit your actual wrist design. It's supposed to be ergonomic,
Big ups, Paradigm. How you doing, honey?
so that you can actually game with it, and it will not give you pain, and actually support circulation in your wrist, okay?
By the way, this is his tech review. Yes, this is his tech review.
So this one, I actually found
For people with incredibly sweaty, gross wrists, apparently.
did give me way more support when I was gaming, all right? However, again, it wasn't perfect, okay? It just wasn't. It was kind of like, I wanted to game, and as I was doing it, all of a sudden I wanted to move. This one kind of like sticks in place the way that it works because it actually has rubberized bottoms again. And because it kind of sticks in place, you can't really adjust it. Like if you're playing, you're like, oh, I need to readjust, and we get stuck, like, oh, crap. And it wasn't that good for fast moves. Like, let's say someone's running in the room with Call of Duty, and you need to adjust your shot on the fly really fast. You go, oh, my wrist is stuck. And then you couldn't get your shot. So even though this one is more ergonomic and it's comfy for your wrist, I would recommend this as someone who's at a desk all day working at an office.
Your wrist would get stuck, so you couldn't move the mouse effectively?
And absolutely needs to have good support, and you don't want your wrist to get sore. But this is not good for gaming because it doesn't really move for shots, okay? So after all of this...
I made this wrist rest with Flex Seal.
All right, you may say, oh my God. So did you
Billy Mays here.
ever find a good one for the mouse? Like, you just showed us like 4 different ones. I did. All right, and this, I swear to you, this is not a product placement. This is not me getting paid. This is not a plug at all. I saw
Yeah, we know. We know you won't shill anything.
this one, and I was like, I can't believe this would
Click on his links, though, in the description to buy all his stuff.
work because it looked silly to me. All right, this is called the Delta Carpio 2.0. Delta Carpio, C-A-R-P-I-O 2.0. All right, you might say, what the hell is that? What is it? It looks like a mouth guard or something. Dentures, right? You're right. It does look weird, doesn't it? Okay, I'm gonna
Is it for your dentures?
show you what this is. On one side, the top, this is very soft and rubberized. This is meant to touch your skin, and it's designed to be very comfortable, especially in gaming situations where maybe you have a sweaty wrist. It's actually meant to handle that. But on the bottom, it is actually a very shiny plastic. I'm trying to get the camera to catch it, but it's not really catching it right now. Yeah, it's really not. Basically, on the bottom, it's almost like, how can I say, laminated? Oh, you can see it now. There, see, it's shiny. The bottom is shiny
None of this will help him be a better gamer in any way. No, it most certainly
and
will not.
laminated. So here's what happens. As long as you're using a mouse pad or a desk mat, which I'm using, and actually I'm going to talk about the desk mat in a minute, too, because I recommend that. You put your hand down on top, just like this. Get your hand on your gaming mouse. And now for standard gameplay, you're like this, but if you need to move, it moves with your hand. It actually glides naturally all over your desk.
Philly Mays, that's amazing.
And unlike some of the other mouse wrist rests, it feels natural and it's incredibly lightweight. And it moves
Philly Beggs here.
everywhere you need it to be. All right? It's
Here with another fantastic product.
insanely comfortable. At first, you might think, no, it's not. That looks silly, right? No, I'm not kidding. It's insanely comfortable. It's ridiculously comfortable. I used it last night for Call of Duty. I had zero pain in my wrist. My wrist never sweat. That's another thing because of its design, because it has this space between. Your wrist won't actually sweat using this thing, okay? And I was able to get very fast, quick shots in Black Ops 7 last night using this thing, and it was like the best I've ever had. However, the catch is you need to be using a pad. It needs to have a fabric
We need a Philly Mays emote. It will be done.
under it because this lacquered like bottom, this like laminated bottom, needs to be on a smooth surface to glide around like that, and it glides perfectly on this surface. But if you were just using it on like a desk, like wood, it probably will stick. So you've got to get a mat to use it on. But if you do, this is super good. Okay? Super good. No exaggeration. I absolutely loved using it last night and was very pleased because it's not cheap. If I remember, this is like
The scam wow instead of the sham wow.
$40 or 30 something. Seriously, this piece of plastic is like 30 something dollars. But man, from that initial session of using it last night, I
Flex pay instead of Flex Seal.
absolutely loved
Just
it. I
saying.
felt like it was like ideal for the gaming situation. So it's, you know, designed to fit a wrist. It's designed to scoot around, and it works great. Okay, so that's something, again, that's the Delta Carpio 2.0, I think it's called. I absolutely love it. So after testing all of these different things, beads, yeah, they're good, but they wear out. Memory foam, it's just not good for support for gaming, in my opinion. Wood, well, it's supported, but the problem is you sweat when you use it, and your wrist sticks to it, and now it's crappy, and it's sticky. It's not very good. What about ergonomics?
I still want to know why everything is sticky. I still don't understand.
Ergonomics work, except they don't move, because it's meant to stick to the surface.
So he bought all this garbage to talk about it on here for 15 minutes.
I recommend this guy. That's the best thing right now from gaming mice, in my opinion. And I'll let you know, obviously, as I use it more, my thoughts, if they change or whatever. But I think that's amazing. Like, seriously. And then, oh, and one other recommendation, because you can see it now. Basically, I got full-sized desk mats for both of my sides of my L-shaped desk here. These desk mats are awesome, okay? The one that I'm using now is the Corsair XXL desk mat. And as you can see, it goes all the way to the edge of my desk. It covers all the way, I'll show you. All the way down, all the way across, all the way this way. See how long it is? We're still going. It actually goes underneath, and my camera won't even go far enough to show you how long it goes, but it goes further. This is actually my monitor mount here. It goes past that. It actually has
You don't want to know why shit in that office is sticky? I know why, and I don't like it.
my Yeti mic here. It has my Roland Bridge cast. This thing is huge, okay? I love it because it's cushioned, so you can use it as, say, a coaster. Like, I have my drinks and stuff. Like, watch. Here's my thermos. Perfect. I put mugs there. I put everything on it. It's great. Also, it's water resistant, meaning, for example, if I were to spill something on here, it does not absorb. It beads on top. So if you're drinking, you have a spill, you have time to go grab the paper towels and dab it up before it soaks all over your setup. You know, you're using a regular desk, you spill something, you got a huge mess on your hands. This allows you to clean quickly.
How much are you spilling? How much are you... I've owned, like, many laptops over the course of, like, the last, like, 10 or 15 years of my life. I've never spilled one thing on them. I've never spilled one drink or food, or I don't like to eat around my equipment a whole lot, but like I have something to drink here with me all the time. I've never spilled anything on my equipment. Like, what are you doing?
Okay? So, I strongly recommend it. It basically eliminates the need ever for a mouse pad. Also, it allows keyboards and things to stick securely. All right, I love that. And it's cushioned. It looks nice. Like, this particular model is one that has a design on it, but you can get them usually in all kinds of different designs. As you can see, this one's supposed to look like metal, but it actually has the Corsair, like, you know, logo here. As you can see, it's on my chair. Well, it's also on the pad there. Okay?
Some companies must see Phil coming and just rub their hands together. Right.
So, pretty cool. All right? Hopefully, me going through all this stuff for the last half hour, if you're someone who's building an office and you're looking for a setup and you have questions, hopefully this will help answer those questions, because this is stuff that I figured out, you know, on my own. There's not a lot of information out there about this. There's people who review them against each other, but I never really seen the in-depth analysis I just gave. Instead of just kind of like, well, it was comfy and cooling, you know, 7 out of 10 or whatever. But I wanted to give you a breakdown of all the stuff that I've been testing to let you know exactly what I think about all of it. Okay? So, there you go. Hopefully that'll help you, especially, again, if you're someone like me who maybe you don't upgrade often. And then when you're going to do it, you want to do it all in one fell swoop like I've been doing over the last month. So hopefully some of this information helps you to make some informed decisions on some of this stuff. Okay? To be honest, I don't get this at all. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. Oh, it looks nice, you know? And even the logo is like a bearded man. Like, oh, look, a man of the forest who made his wrist rest out of wood. Well, good for you. But did you actually use it? Because when you use it, it gets all sticky and not comfortable. Like, why would I want to use this? You can even see this. You can see it. Look. You can see the smudges from having your skin on it. And you know that what's going to happen is...
Well, yeah, like a smudge, sure. But like, are we drenched in sweat?
You use it, you're going to wear the stain off the wood because you're rubbing it with skin every day. There's going to be oils and sweat and things on there. I just don't understand.
Well, you should maybe replace it every once in a while. Or here's a wild idea. You could clean it. You know, you have to clean everything every once in a while.
Everyone swore to it online. I get it. I'm like, oh, I just don't like it at all. But anyway, hopefully that helps you guys. All right, if it doesn't, it's fine. But I wanted to do a segment on it because I've been doing all this research. So now I've officially reviewed tech in the USA. There you go.
Wow, he thought that was really fucking funny. Fatal, thanks for the 8, honey. I appreciate you. He's not spilling drink. Nope, he's not spilling drinks, but let's say a prayer for those Zelda jammies that aren't with us anymore.
Curious what you guys thought of that segment. If you enjoyed it or not. If you liked it, would you like me to share more knowledge of things that I'm testing and trying out?
No.
As I test and try out more things.
No, don't buy any more shit. You don't need any more shit. You played with that stupid wrist rest thing that was probably $11 billion fucking dollars and had negative KD last night, bro. No, stop. You're done, you're old, and you're sad. I agree. Boo this man. Boo.
Or did you not get that segment and you're incredibly frustrated that I would try something different? How dare you, Phil? You know.
I don't give a fuck what you try, dude, but shut the fuck up.
Why did you do that? Why did you do that segment, right? I figured I would do something a little different, right? For the podcast. I have a different kind of...
I'm so desperate to not play any video games. I'll talk about all the stupid, superfluous shit I buy.
Segment, actually review some stuff. What do you think? The last thing should be my sign off, so I should say, so that is me reviewing some tech right here in the USA. There you go.
Applauds himself. Boo.
Okay, amazing.
Fucking boo, I agree. Not funny. Didn't laugh.
Can we see the other stuff too? Like what? You've already seen all the other stuff because I've already used it or shown it off when I was setting it all up. Like these headphones, these are the Audio-Technica headphones.
Oh God, no, please don't ask for any more. What asshole in his chat is a glutton for punishment?
I showed you when I got them, I unboxed them live. That was on a previous show. Pringles fan likes these. He says, I spend all day in front of computers. It was good to see your setup. The villain says, my mouse wrist rest is already starting to sink in, but it was only $5.95. Exactly. I'm good, Big Mac. How are you today? Can I review my selfie stick? Well, the thing is, I haven't really used it yet. You know, when I actually get a chance to use this, you know, somewhere on the go and make content with it, I would probably review it. I like the idea that it's not just a selfie stick, but it's actually a tripod too. See, it like pops open. And then it folds up and it becomes a tripod that you can now mount your phone to and put it on a table and you can film. But then also, obviously, you can put it together as a selfie stick. It has a remote control, so you can remotely stop and start recording on here. I like it. I haven't used it for anything yet. I'm likely going to use it for things this year coming up, but just haven't really had a chance to plan anything out yet. But I'll have to think about it. Think about some stuff that maybe I want to do this year to test out the new tech. You know, it's not only the selfie stick, but it's also the Rode wireless mics that we did test, and they do work with my setup. So if I want to, I can actually use these here, and I'm thinking coming up, an idea that we could maybe use is when I do Legos, because we said we're going to build that Super Mario World Lego at some point. Don't know when yet. We haven't planned it yet. When we start to build that Lego set, maybe I could use that wireless mic and attach it to my collar, so that way I could be over here building, and you could still hear me fully. It wouldn't have to be arranged the mics in my mouth, but instead you could hear me as I do it, right? That could be a good utilization of that. Okay? Cool. How much should I pay roughly for all the wrist supporters? About $4,000. Only about $4K invested into wrist rests for this part of the segment. So hopefully we get a lot of good support on this stream, because I gotta try to make the money back of the $4,000 that I invested buying all these wrist rests. So. Give me back my Twitter did a $5 super chat, and he said, Philip the Mark Burnell, if you make a worthless statue or add a face to a shirt, he'll overpay. Add the word gamer or performance and he'll buy too.
It's true. It's absolutely true.
In what universe is that the case?
Like everyone, you always have to, you know, it's always like the gaming pro, gamer max, professional, fucking something or other, ultra light with wings. Like, I don't know.
What gamer shirt or statue have I bought in the last 10 years? Actually, I cold stopped buying statues and actual gamer shirts when I moved out here in 2014. It's been over 11 years.
That's what makes it so funny, because it is absolutely fucking true.
Anyway, thanks for $5. There you go. Okay, and let's see here. Someone tipped $1.50, says, you feel like spending over $300 on wrist rest. I didn't spend over $300 on wrist rest. I did spend money, but it wasn't over $300. It's a nice gross exaggeration. Is worth it. Don't you know that you're supposed to not use a wrist rest so you can build up your natural wrist strength? Do I even bother? Or no, you know what? Thanks for $1.50. I appreciate that. Thanks for $1.50. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not even gonna bother. There's no point, right?
You just don't have anything good to say, because if you thought you had something really good to say, you would have said it. When he drops his head into his hands like that and gets like weird, he doesn't know what to say. He knows he got, so he just, you know.
I don't know why I try, because if I open my mouth and I say something intelligent, no one cares anyway. But thanks for $1.50. Okay. All right.
Troll. Thanks for the 5, honey. Can you add the emoji of Patrick booing and giving a thumbs down? Phil went ballistic the other day because everyone was posting it. I can totally make it an emote. What I can do is I can go through the emotes and I can get rid of some ones that like nobody really uses that like suck or whatever. And we can do we'll get Philly Mays instead of Billy Mays. And I can do the Patrick one, but the problem is that it won't be animated. It's just going to be a still. But I can still get it if it's something that people like want or whatever, if they think it's funny for the lulz, the memes, whatever the kids say now. I don't know. I'm too fucking old. But if you guys like want that, again, it won't be animated, but I can do it. Yeah.
Well, so that's what I got for you today here on the show. In fact, just give me a second, because now my entire desk is covered in rests. I want to put these into my closet quickly, and then what we'll do is we'll have a final segment of the show where we'll do open Q&A and we'll chat, and we'll see what you guys want to talk about.
No, we don't need to do open Q&A. No.
Okay. Okay, here we go.
You know, it also improves wrist strength, the exercise he claims to be doing a lot of. He didn't really say necessarily that his wrists were weak, although they probably are. But I don't know. I'm concerned about the sweating thing. Like that just goes to show that you're already like, you're too mad about this. Like, you shouldn't be so angry at these games.
Okay, so again, I would love feedback. Did you like that segment?
No.
Do you like segments like that? Would you like to see me do more of that in the future? If I buy a new peripheral or a new thing that I'm testing for my set or my studio, would you like to know about it? Would you like to hear the stats and let me know about my experience with it? Or do you absolutely hate that, and instead you just want to sit here and complain and say everything that I do in my content?
Yeah, I can add the Patrick, because I did the Pepe because it was pissing him off, so we can do that.
Anyway, you notice this time I just did it. Instead of actually presenting the idea ahead of time, like, gee, maybe I'll review some colognes. And then the entire internet says, wow, that's a bad idea. I just did it anyway. I said,
he's still so fucking butthurt about that cologne review.
Fuck this. So we'll see now if you guys like it or not, okay? Anyway, what I'd like to do for the rest of the show is open it up to Q&A. So if you're here live, please tag me in either chat. Let's
No, thank you. I'm absolutely not doing
see what
that.
you guys want to talk about this morning before we adjourn the show, and then we get set up for Arc Raiders. Let's see what's on everyone.
Sir, it's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Don't say morning. It's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon where you are.
Is there something I need to know about? Anything in the news that I missed? I've been looking. I haven't really seen much to talk about in gaming news or anything recently, which is why I haven't really been talking about it, right? You did like the segment? I'm glad to hear that you liked the segment. A few people are saying they liked it. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Cool.
Dude is fuming he didn't get to write off his cologne. Imagine he went out and bought like the really expensive ones. Why does he require people to tag him to talk? Because on the chat that he's looking at, his name will light up because he doesn't want to read anything else.
You love the game over sign? I'm glad. Thank you. I've had it for a long time now. Several years.
It's morning to him because he just rolled out of bed. That is so sad. That's so sad, but...
Will I show you my footrest?
Probably true.
No, not now. We're done with that segment. We're not reviewing anything else for the rest of the day. You're Not Funny says, can I make a suggestion? Can you try covering current events like Asmongold? You have nothing to lose. I mean, I could. That's more... I mean, the thing is, if you just cover current events in general, it wouldn't necessarily be a politics show, because a politics show has to always be about political and culture war stuff. Just covering the news is just talking about current events or whatever. That's a little different, right? It could be anything. It could be pop culture. It could be, you know, serious stuff like politics. It could be anything. I don't know if people really want that from me. Like I said, I think a lot of people come to DSP Gaming to escape from all the drama of real life. They don't want to hear about all the news about America capturing the Venezuelan president for 2 straight days and then come to DSP Gaming and now Phil is talking about America capturing the Venezuelan president. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're here to unplug from that crap and say, hey, let's just enjoy games and enjoy each other's company and chill. So that's kind of a problem, is if I just do what everyone else does, I'm just inundating you with all the other crap that everyone else already inundates you with. Is that really what you want? J-Man says, I don't have any questions. Just want to say hello and tell you I'm excited for Street Fighter 6. Sounds good. Thank you, J-Man.
Thank you, Dis. I appreciate you, honey.
Nothing here says, is it just me or...
I'll get that, and then I'll have to figure out what to do for Philly Mays instead of Billy Mays.
There are no exciting titles coming out for the Switch 2 in 2026. I don't think there are. Do we even know of any? I went through the game release schedule, right? Hold on. We went through the game release schedule for 2026 during Christmas.
I woke up from a nap to do that. Well, don't ever wake up from a nap and then do something for me. But that's very sweet, though. I appreciate you.
Okay.
But go back to sleep.
Taking a look. Let's see. Code Violet, Pathologic 3, Quarantine Zone, The Last Check, Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined, Deus Ex Remastered, Mugenics, Mario Tennis Fever, okay. Yakuza 3 Kiwami, Virtual Boy, okay. The Virtual Boy stuff. Styx Blade of Greed, Resident Evil Requiem, Pokemon Copia. There you go. John Carpenter's Toxic Commando, Mouse PI for Hire, Crimson Desert, Screamer, Pragmata.
What are we doing? Why is he naming all this shit off?
Invincible Versus, Sorrows, 007 First Light, Lego Batman Legacy of Dark Knight, Halloween, Phantom Blade Zero, Replicat, and Grand Theft Auto 6. Out of those, 3 are Switch games, right? So we've got, let's see here. Mario Tennis Fever, we've got the Virtual Boy stuff, and we've got Pokemon Pocopia. So there are some Switch games coming out. The question is, are any of those high profile enough that you even care? Like, Mario Tennis is a very niche game. Not everyone likes Mario Tennis. I played one of them, and I was like, it was kind of difficult for me because I never played them before. Didn't really like it that much. It was a very arduous task to get through the campaign. I'm actually...
Oh, yeah, he struggled with Mario Tennis. I forgot about that.
very interested in the Virtual Boy stuff. If you don't know, in February, they are going to be doing a Virtual Boy emulation on Switch 2, where basically you can play all of those old virtual games on the Switch.
Asmongold showed his streaming revenue. I think covering current events can be profitable, but you need a personality. So Phil is cooked. I think you have to be somewhat knowledgeable. Not like, you don't have to be like an expert or anything to, like, you can talk about whatever you want to talk about, but yes, you have to have a personality, and I think you have to be a little bit somewhat interested.
Now, the thing is, in order to play them, apparently...
Oh, Mario Golf. I fucking loved Mario Golf.
You need to have, like, a peripheral. In one case, they're just going to give you a cardboard box where you put your Switch 2 inside of the box and put it on your head. But in the other case, there's an actual piece of hardware, supposedly. It's like an actual Virtual Boy thing, and you plug your Switch 2 into it, and that should have HDMI out so you can capture from it. And if I can get my hands on that, I'd be very interested in going through the entire Virtual Boy library with all of you. Imagine me sitting here having this thing on my head, right here on my desk, playing it, and the camera's on me while I'm playing, and you get to see me play Virtual Boy games. I think that would be highly entertaining. It also would probably give me a headache because the Virtual Boy was infamous for giving everyone headaches within 10 minutes. Like, no lie, it was horrible. I played it at Blockbuster Video back in the day. They had a demo unit, and I played 2 games. I played the tennis.
Ugh, don't play any more old stuff or fucking revived old stuff.
And I played Wario, the Wario 2D platformer game. Both of them gave me a splitting headache within 10 minutes. Like, I was like, oh. My parents went off to get movies. They came back, and they said, what do you think of that? I was like, oh. And I can't even think straight. I was supposed to go pick out movies or games. I couldn't even think. My head's throbbing. So anyway, I think that would be pretty fun to try out the Virtual Boy stuff in
You're delicate, huh?
In February. Outside of that, maybe the Pocopia, because Pocopia is like basically Animal Crossing with Pokemon, and that could maybe be fascinating. I don't know, like, could we implement, like, the crowd that likes Pokemon? Would they come for Pocopia to hang out and actually see, like, Animal Crossing?
Will they give you $20 for you to name a Pokemon?
And Pokemon together, right? I don't know. I don't even know, like, what the Game Boy's gonna be like, so, or what the game is gonna be like. If it's gonna be more of a sim, or if there actually be, like, Pokemon elements to it, I just don't know. So I guess we'll have to see when it comes out. But it's true, out of all that stuff that we just talked about, are any of those big games? No, not at all. So really, Switch 2 has nothing this year, at least for now. But we know that Nintendo is infamous. They'll announce something only a few months ahead of time. So very well, there could be big stuff in the pipeline we just don't know yet. Okay? Okay. I should eat the wooden wrist rest for DSP tries it. That's disgusting, dangerous. I'm not doing that. How dare you suggest it? What's up, Dungeon Keeper's Mistress? How are you today? There's a Yoshi game coming out this year? Oh, I didn't even know that. Same as GTA says, honest question. I follow you on X. Why do you bother using the platform when all your replies are trolls? Oh, I don't see any replies. Years ago, all right, X
Oh, who cares? He blocked everybody and
there's
blah,
something
blah,
that I have to
blah.
say or something important, and I want to have a better way to air it out than just posting it on my YouTube, and X is the way to do it. All you idiots in chat, and of course, they're all in the kick chat saying I'm lying. You're all complete mouth-drooling idiots. No one's lying. I'm serious. Like, my timeline's empty. I'll post something up. It'll say I have 400 likes, like this post I made the other day. It says I have 400 likes on it, and it says I have no responses. Like, I can't even see them. Okay. That's even dumber. This person says, you delete all the comments. You actually think I sit on my YouTube actively deleting comments? Are you insane?
Yes, you do.
YouTube has a moderation system. It auto-moderates all the comments. So anything you see on my YouTube channel has already passed the filter, and there's a whole bunch of comments that sit in a queue for me to eventually look at and review, and I do probably like
What game has DSP not struggled with besides the princess game Disney Dream Light Valley?
a couple times a week. I'll look at that and I'll approve or disapprove. But for the most part, it's all AI control. I don't do any of that. Well, I play Marathon in March. It's like arc readers. I don't know. It certainly doesn't look very good. But I guess we'll see as we get closer to it what happens. Seems like the feedback on Marathon has been very, very bad. People do not like it.
Hello, sir? Do you forget you showed us your Twitter last year and post that you did with all the comments? Ha 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 ha, busted.
How am I blocking people on X then? How do you know to block them if you don't see the messages? What do you mean? First of all, you can't block anyone on X. It doesn't work. If you block someone on X, all that happens is you don't see their comments, but they can still comment. Like, Musk changed that, what, a year or two ago? So there's basically, you can't do anything with it. You can't actively block anyone. All it means is that you'll never see their comment again. But they can still comment. It doesn't prevent them from seeing your posts or commenting on them. So yeah, the feature doesn't even work. What? This is hilarious. This guy did a $5 super chat. Listen to this. Do you forget that you showed us your Twitter last year and poked, P-O-A-T, you did with Allnoff the comments, ha 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 ha, busted. You showed us your Twitter last year and poked you did with Allnoff the comments, ha 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 ha, busted.
You know, if Jade said that, he would know that it was post with all of the comments. You know it.
Man, it's really hard to figure out how I've survived 17 years with this level of opposition, isn't it?
He doesn't have anything good to say. He doesn't know what to say. He knows he got popped right there. He has no idea what to do. That nervous
Just
laugh.
be sure that your mom puts on your Velcro shoes properly before you leave the house today, okay? We wouldn't want you falling over and, landing on your head. Anyway.
Oh, there you go. Give me back my Twitter. Understands Jade perfectly. Can't understand that. Woo!
Another $2 super chat. It says, you can't understand. No, I can't understand that. You type like you can't even formulate a sentence. And yet you're still giving me money to make fun of you more. Please continue. Like, holy moly.
What did he give you? Like $17? Like, it's not groundbreaking. Like, take it easy, man. And I see that King's Tax down there at $57. So you might want to say, thank you, sir. May I have another?
Mission Vow says, I like that you just gave some honest reviews on stuff you were using, and you've had a long enough time to give a deep review.
Yeah, he can never seem to get the minor typos when he's, it being called out. But, Jade can post what looks like absolute just fucking, like someone ate a bowl of fucking alphabet cereal and fucking threw up all over the table. But he knows exactly what that
it's
is.
kind of refreshing amidst all these shilling YouTubers. I mean, most YouTubers don't review anything. They're not reviews. What it is, it's called, they receive the product for free, and then they have to plug it, or they have like a referral code for it. So obviously, there's in every single game genre.
He's still so bitter he doesn't get anything.
For example, it's been happening, hold on. Excuse me. It's been happening very frequently in the Street Fighter community. People in the competitive Street Fighter community are very tired of Street Fighter 6 right now. I mean, the game's been out over 2 years, and they can't stop playing it. Why? Because there's nothing else to play. Capcom isn't making any more fighting games, and they don't play other ones, so they're forced to play Street Fighter 6. And it's when you find something that's profitable, all right, and especially something where you can bring in views or make money on.
He's got obvious tells when he got. When he drops his head into his hands and he like shakes his head and he pretends to be really frustrated, like trying to like insinuate that the person's like a moron or a retard or something, and he goes, and he like, just shakes his head and lowers his head. He has no idea what the fuck to say.
Right.
And when he does that, ha ha, like that high pitched, like really gross laugh, and just goes, "Do I really have to justify this?" It's a thing to fill the dead air with, but he knows he doesn't have anything to say, so he defaults to, "I'm not even gonna respond to how fucking stupid you are." Yeah, it means he doesn't have anything good. Because we both know that with his ego, when he's got something good to say, or he thinks he has something good to say, it flies out of his mouth so fucking fast it'll make your head spin.
Streamers, sadly, tend to not be very honest.
But that's what happens when he gets frustrated and flustered and doesn't know what to do. Then that's how he acts. Should I even answer that? That's so fucking stupid.
They'll say a game is good that they know is not, or they know is played out or boring, but they still keep playing it anyway because it brings in attention, it brings in engagement, and it brings in support. You know? That's sad. I'm happy and lucky, quite frankly, I'm lucky that many years ago, when I became a creator and I decided I was going to do it for a living, I made the distinct decision at that point, I was not going to only do one genre of game, okay? And the truth is that I had big interest.
So why is Street Fighter coming back when you said like a couple of weeks ago that like you hated it and it was never coming back, but now it is?
Opportunity to do that. Some of my most viewed
Wouldn't be because you just like wage quit like 6 games in the last 2 weeks, would it?
videos were actually my Street Fighter videos. Me playing Street Fighter 4, Super Turbo HD Remix, and others, because there were other fighting games out at the time. But my fighting game stuff was very popular. Like, no exaggeration, I would sit down for 3 hours to play Street Fighter. I would put out 30, 40 videos, and each video was getting 5,000 views. So do the math. I'm not kidding. I was making, like, insane views playing Street Fighter back in the day. It was print out the one audience for the one game, and the moment that they step away and don't play it...
Do I really have to justify this equals? I have no idea how to justify this. Right. Or I'm gonna cling on to, you know, there's a tiny misspelling in the message or, you know, something like that.
No one gives a shit. They are stuck making that one kind of content forever because that's what they've been established doing, and they then are in a rut if there's a downturn in that industry or that trend or that genre. There are a few exceptions. Like, I'll give you a good example here. Maximilian dude is someone who started heavily in the fighting games, but he branched out, and now even though he's known mostly for fighting games, he has done a tremendous amount of variety content that is very successful. He did it right, but most creators don't. They just stick in their lane, and since they just stay right there, they can never ever branch out or do anything else. No one cares. So I'm happy that I ended up doing variety. In fact, this person just said, fact, you would have never gotten an Asmongold interview if you were just in the fighting game community. You're right. Never. You wouldn't have cared.
But what does it matter? With all due respect, I'm not shitting on Asmongold, but, you know, again, what does it matter that he got the Asmongold interview? So what? He's not hitting goals, excuse me. Blech. I don't know where my English went, excuse me. He's not hitting goals anymore. Attendance is abysmal. Like, with all due respect, so what? So what that he got the interview? What would be any different? Nothing.
Does he care about the FGC? But me having the variety of appeal I've had, the interactions I've had as a result of that, there you go. There you go. Abdullah says, what if all fighting games suck at one point? For example, when Street Fighter 5 was out, it really would have sucked if you only played that awful fighting game. You're right. And I remember I skipped it. I played Street Fighter 5 for like a year, and I said, F this, I'm never playing it again. And for like 6 years, I didn't play Street Fighter. I only played the classics, and then I came back to it when Street Fighter 6 came out. So that's what I mean. That's part of the advantage of being a variety creator, and I'm so happy that I set myself up that way for success in the long run, because I hadn't, I probably would have been gone a long time ago.
Shut up, grandma sweater. That's amazing.
Okay, let's see here. Big Mac, I got a $3 tip. Thank you, man. Because I've always been a console gamer. I can now afford to get myself a PC. You think I should get something pre-built or try to build my own? You're asking the wrong person. I'll just tell you this. I don't think it's too hard to build your own PC.
We're basically out of skip juice, but I thought he'd be done by now, but he's still yapping.
So when it comes back, it has more meat.
Now he's going to talk basically like he had a stroke, and he's going to go real slow because we are out of skip juice.
I know for a fact there's going to be a New Jersey Mike's sandwich, a cooked Italian sandwich where they actually grill the ingredients. And that's supposed to be coming out on the 16th, I believe. So at the latest, like, that'll probably be the next one I do. I just don't know the exact day I'll do it. But if we have anything else in the middle...
The longer she watches Phil, the worse her English gets. Coincidence? Are you suggesting I'm getting... I was going to say retarded, but are you suggesting I'm getting more retarded?
I would love to know. If you guys know of other new food offerings, menu items...
Yep, rip to the skip juice. We'll miss you.
Things that are popping up that you'd like me to try, let me know. At this point, I want to wait for something meaningful rather than just go do something that's kind of trite and boring and not that interesting. I feel like I've done a lot of the good local stuff recently. Like, I tried Jollibee again. We went to Shake and Go, and I loved that. So I don't know necessarily if I really want to do anything like that. And if there's no other options, like nothing new, then I probably will hold off until there's something worth doing. So let me know. If you guys know about anything new that's coming out that you want to see me do for DSP Tries It, I'm open. Like, any new sandwiches, any new, menu items, any collabs, let me know.
What a shocker. He has no ideas again.
But I'm not in no rush to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to, let's just do it for the sake of doing it. I don't think so. I will say this. I do think at some point in 2026, all right, listen to this. I think I do want to try a Papa Murphy's pizza because I just don't understand the concept. For those who don't know, Papa Murphy's is an American restaurant chain where you go to the restaurant, you purchase a pizza, okay?
You then bring it home and you put it in your own
I can't listen to this autism again. I can't listen to him not understand this place and its pizza philosophy. I can't.
oven and you bake it yourself. They don't actually make the pizza for you. They hand you a raw pizza and you bring it home and make it yourself in your own oven. And the weirdest part about this is the pricing of the pizzas is pretty much exactly the same as the pricing of the places that cook the pizza for you. I just don't get it. I don't understand the concept at all. We've talked about it on stream recently, and I don't actually know anything about it. Like I don't understand it. It's not cheaper. Right now, you can go to the grocery store and you can buy a uncooked pizza from the freezer or from the refrigerator. They even make them usually at your grocery store refrigerator, and it's a self-rising pie. You make it in your oven, and that's much cheaper than a pizza you would order from a restaurant. So why does Papa Murphy's charge the same price as the restaurant that cooks the pizza? What is it? I'm lost. I'm so confused. No, it's not cheaper. We looked the prices up. It's not cheaper. Papa Murphy's is just as expensive. So I would love to try it. I think what I would like to do is get one, bake it myself, have it live on the stream, and see if it's any good. I'm so confused.
I don't know. You really should stop saying how confused you are. Please, honey. Like, do it as a favor to yourself. Because you're the only one confused about this. So please just let it go. Shouldn't you be playing a game? I would suggest that. Oh, here we go. This is what we came here for.
RTU's burrito eating brother did a $2 super chat. He says they take advantage of food stamps. Well, that's what someone said weeks ago. They were like, somehow this they take advantage because there's assistance programs in the United States for people who are of low income, where the government will give you these assistance and you can buy food with it and stuff. So what people are saying is, oh, it's a way to get pizza, and since the food's not cooked.
Mega Man, thanks for the 2, honey. I appreciate you. I don't actually know anything. Stop. That's it.
It can be purchased with the food program assistance. You can't do that. Like, you can go to Domino's and buy Domino's with it, but you could go to Papa Murphy's because you bake it yourself. It's considered qualified for the program. I find it very hard to believe that an entire business, literally an entire business, is kept afloat and supported by people who are on food stamps. That doesn't sound right to me. That sounds like maybe there's a portion. I don't think that's their whole business model. I'm just saying. But anyway, I don't know.
No, you don't know. So you should just stop talking and just move along. You clearly don't know. And DSP acts like the mom that tries to seem cool to his teenage son or daughter. Well done. Well done. Yeah, this music is bad. He thinks he's
Someone
so cool.
just said, but Walmart is basically mostly kept afloat by food stamps. But I don't understand what you're talking about. LTG shops at Walmart all the time. He talks about it on his streams.
Remember, he doesn't do drama content. Remember, he doesn't start shit. He doesn't do drama. Remember, just say that you're in love with LTG. It's okay. We'll only judge you like a little bit. Just say you love him. Just say you love him. You want him. You think he's sexy. Just say it. It's okay.
But he's affluent and wealthy. Why would he be shopping at Walmart? I just had to do it. I'm sorry.
Wow. Shots fired at everybody who goes to Walmart.
No. Now people will give me shit. I had to say it, though. I had to.
Remember, he doesn't do drama.
I couldn't resist. I had to say it. Now people
Big talk from a man who fucking leaves his house once a month.
are upset with me. Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. I shouldn't have done it. I should have had self-restraint. Today...
But you don't have any.
I don't know. I was in a good mood. I reviewed some tech in the USA, and I was feeling like spry and, you know...
Petty? The word you're looking for is petty?
Anyway, All right.
Oh, he is. He thinks he got everybody with that one.
What's going on, Retro Danny? How you doing, man? You like the background? He likes the background music. Glad to hear.
Who? Who likes this? Can't wait for that IRL stream with all that equipment he bought at Walmart.
I didn't say that. How dare you say that? I didn't say anything about that. I didn't say anything about LTG. What are you talking about? I didn't say a word. No, that didn't happen.
Just say that you're kind of into him, man. It's okay.
No, I would never say anything.
Nobody can stand in the way of true love. It's okay.
No, sadly, we don't have Whataburger out here at all.
Oh, what a burger. Oh, my fatty senses are tingling. He just said the magic word.
I wish we did. I wish we had more variety in
I also wish where I lived we had Whataburger.
our food. Like, I just found out we had Carl's Jr. and we did that, and that was actually a good episode of DSP Tries It. The food was decent. But, yeah, we don't have Whataburger or anything like that to taste test, sadly. It's about to be gameplay time. We're about to end the show. It's a good show. It's a casual show today, but I had a good time with it. Thanks to everyone.
Yeah, reel it in now, Grandpa. You were 10 minutes late. Now this is 20 minutes behind.
Chilled.
And he didn't take his little fucking break.
Thanks to those who supported the stream. I appreciate it.
Doesn't he have a Walmart Plus subscription? I believe he does.
I guess we'll end it now. And reminder, okay? Reminder that basically this is the last formal Level 1 podcast. There will be a show on Thursday, but that is my most disappointing games of the year countdown. So that's going to be in place of the podcast on Thursday. So likely the next formal podcast will probably happen.
I'm sorry, Whataburger is mid. I don't get it.
On Sunday.
That's okay. Everything isn't for everybody. That's okay.
So there is a show coming up on Thursday, but it is the year-end countdown. It's not going to really be the normal content that you would see on the Level 1 podcast. Okay?
JD, what is it that you like? If you think that Whataburger is mid, is there a place that you really like to go?
Thank you, guys.
I may not, if it's a local place, I might not have heard of it, but
so much for hanging out with me, watching and supporting the Level 1 podcast.
Is he still salty at Walmart over the Switch 2? It's possible.
Normally return next week, but I do hope that you're going to come by on Thursday to check out my most disappointing games of the year rundown. But in the meantime, thanks for the chill vibes and the fun. I hope you enjoyed the segment. Let me know what you thought about the review segment, and I'll see you soon for more. Peace out, everybody.
Oh, God, that was just painful. Oh, that whole tech thing. Oh,
that's right. I have to turn on the effects again. There we go. Aha. Okay, so good stuff, guys. Thank you for the early support. I appreciate that. Let's get set up for Arc Raiders, and I am going to go on my one break of the stream.
Why? You've done nothing but sit here and talk. I've been live longer than you. I don't need a break. Like, what are you talking about?
Come back and we'll play Arc Raiders for about 2.5 hours straight. We'll do some drops, okay? Excuse me. I didn't mean to do that. I'm very sorry. I should have muted that. I'm very sorry. I wasn't expecting that belch. That was really disgusting. I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, I swear to God, I think half the time, I think he is almost like, I think he forgets that he's streaming. And things like this just happen. Like, he just does it. He doesn't even think about it anymore.
Why didn't I say peace out if I don't leave? Because I'm saying peace out to the on-demand viewers. Okay.
He's drunk as fuck.
Let me get the monitor moved over.
Toxie begging is hard work. I guess. He hasn't really begged, though. How much money's he got? Oh, here we go. King's Tax. 62 bucks. But he hasn't even started playing the game yet. So he did all right. He's doing all right-ish.
Admittedly, that was very disgusting. I did not mean to do it. It was an accident. It was a horrible mistake. And I profusely apologize for my gassy nature. Okay?
Ugh. Well, with that, I don't want to watch any of this shit anymore. Oh, my God. I've had enough of that. So, I appreciate everybody hanging out with me today so we could shit on this guy and make fun of him a little bit more. He isn't doing a podcast tomorrow, so I'm going to skip tomorrow. But I will be back on Thursday because he's going to do like his worst games thing or whatever it is that he's going to do. So we can tune in and watch that together and shit on him and make fun of him and everything. So again, I appreciate everybody. I hope everyone has had a good new year so far. I invite you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't, but you don't have to if you don't want to. Like always, I'm not your mom. I can't tell you what to do. Big ups, take it easy, and as always, stay toxic, my friends.
No cam, no face, just a voice that glows. Toxie in your ears and the whole chat knows. Mystery queen, but she runs the show, bringing big mood on a late night flow. She's got no lights, no streamy tricks, just killer vibes and her sassy quips. Every line she drops is pure gold fire. Keep the fans up all night, never tired. She don't need a face to steal the scene. Laugh so loud, you know what I mean. From chill to wild, she flips the switch. Toxie's got that magic glitch. Toxie on the mic and she's blowing it up. No face reveal, still they can't get enough. Just a vibe, just a sound, just a spark in the night. She's the voice that makes your world feel right. From shy hellos to wild confessions, Toxic's dream is a whole obsession. She don't play games, she plays your brain. Witty and quick with that sugar and flame. One voice note and you're hooked for real. Can't see her, but you feel what you feel. No filters, no fake, she's the realest around. Her laugh hits hard like a beat downtown. Every stream's a party, lights off, sound high. You don't need a face when you know you can fly. She's the girl next door with a mystery twist. Dropping late night stories that you can't resist. Just her mic, just her soul, that's the trick. And the chat keeps coming back real quick. Toxie on the mic and she's blowing it up. No face reveal, still they can't get enough. Just a vibe, just a sound, just a spark in the night. She's the voice that makes your world feel right. From shy hellos to wild confessions, Toxic's dream is a whole obsession. She's a whisper in the dark. She's the fire, she's a spark. Not about the views or clout. She's what real fun's all about. Toxie on the mic and a queen unseen. But her energy's loud and her talk is clean. Feel the beat, hear her laugh, raise your hands. She's the minstrel, everyone understands. No camera, no face, just light. Toxie's taking over your night. Toxie, just a voice, but you